creeps into the equation the older you get, but it affects guys as young as their 20s and early 30s. There's no exemptions, really. So if that described you, or you are dealing with issues like ED or PE, you're a phone call away from changing everything. And that number is 334-440-3663. $99 to take a test that could change your life for the better in any number of ways, not just in terms of libido and sexual health, but energy and exercise and losing weight, because weight is a factor in a large number of ED cases. So get proactive about yourself and make that call, 334-440-3663, or visit MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com online. Happy hour starts in a moment.
I'm Brett Lanham from Benjamin Moore New Look, and we couldn't have imagined how easy, affordable, and flexible advertising on the radio could be. It has been near effortless on our part. You could say our last 2 years have been the best in 10 because of a skyrocketing GDP. I say it's owed to Blue Water Broadcasting and their advertising staff.
Did you know that radio is the #1 reach platform in all of media? It's true. Call us to find out how to put radio's #1 reach to work for your business. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank, serving families and communities since 1906. Proud to be named 16th best performing bank nationally in their asset category by American Banker. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. On FM, on your smartphone, and online, the River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Winding down, traffic's loud, but we found our sound. Turn it up and don't miss the show. Greg and Pamela, here we go. 3 to 6, they've got the scoop. News with a twist and a comedy loop. Chuck takes quick jokes, always on track. More a drink and just kick back. Every hour with you and fun. Stay for the ride. So grab up, let's make some noise. Break the volume, let's rejoice. Some riffs, stories, let the fun unfold. And this rockin' album, memories are cold. Happy hour on the airway, feel that vibe. Laugh a little and say for the ride. The perfect life without the floor. We're breaking the volume. Winding down, traffic's loud, but we found our sound. Turn it up and don't miss the show. Greg and Pamela, here we go. 3 to 6, they've got the scoop. News with a twist and a comedy loop. Chuck takes quick jokes, always on track. More a drink and just kick back. Every hour with you and fun. Stay for the ride. So grab up, let's make some noise. Break the volume, let's rejoice. Some riffs, stories, let the fun unfold. And this rockin' album, memories are cold. Happy hour on the airway, feel that vibe. Laugh a little and say for the ride. Winding down, traffic's loud, but we found our sound. Turn it up and don't miss the show. Greg and Pamela, here we go. 3 to 6, they've got the scoop. News with a twist and a comedy loop. Chop takes quick jokes, always on track. More drink and just kick back. Every hour on the air with feeling fine. Stay for the ride. So wrap up, let's make some noise. Break the volume, let's rejoice. Some riffs, stories let the fun unfold. And it's rocking album. Memories are cold. Happy hour on the airway. Feel that vibe. Laugh a little and stay for the ride. It's a perfect life on the floor.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
Thank you, Arcumby, for the tune. It's happy hour for Friday afternoon, and we got a full house at the moment with Eddie Baker, Young Joey, and the much beloved and glorious Prime Minister of Playtime, Terry Adams. Welcome.
And here they are.
So let's talk to Joey about this Pope.
Yeah. Joey's very pro-Pope.
I'm not anti-Pope, and I'm certainly not anti-Catholic.
Well, you did sneak a sit in his chair there once.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, but it was a different Pope.
And that was a really good Pope that you snuck inside his chair.
Yeah, that was, he's now a saint, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true, I did.
Pope John Paul II, right?
And they told me at that Mass, all the authorities, a lot of important people, don't sit in that chair.
Right, and you did.
I did.
Was it because they told you don't sit it? You couldn't take it?
I don't know. I was feeling like a tourist. I mean, you had a chance to sit in the Pope's chair.
I get you.
And by the way, it was all cement, so it was very uncomfortable. Cement painted white. It's
really?
big
For you.
chair, no cushions. No.
For you, it's designed a certain way. For non-popes, how
I
it feels.
Ah.
Mhm.
I recall a line. Ever seen the movie 12 O'Clock High?
Yes, I have.
There's a moment as he rebuilds the morale of this bomber group that's been blasted to smithereens early on in World War II. Gregory Peck is assigned to be the badass commander of this failing group. Everybody hates him, but he rallies them, and to a point where some of the non-flying staff actually stowed away on planes to become part of missions.
Ooh, wow.
And one of them was the company chaplain.
Mm-hmm.
So the group comes back from a successful raid, and Peck sees the chaplain get off the plane along with his assistant. He goes to the assistant and says, why did you do this? Well, I wanted a chance to man the guns. And did you hit anything? I may have gotten a piece of one. And Peck says, ours or theirs? So that guy gets the message. Don't do this again. With the chaplain, he says, Padre, from this point forward, you are confined to the theater of sin. Do you understand me? Yes, sir.
Theater of sin.
And that's what I would say to this Pope, Leo.
Not bad. I'm just like, I'm not surprised the Pope's calling for peace and the president's wanting to get this war over with.
But doesn't he also want us to open up our border?
There's no, he's made statements otherwise. And also, it's not just what he says. There's a lot of teaching that nations have a right to secure their own borders.
Yes.
Now, do you think the Pope and a lot of Catholic leadership is all for, like, throw out 20 million people, 10 million people be deported? Probably not. But they're also, I think, there's been an interesting dynamic with Catholic charities as well, bringing in, facilitating where people are brought in and they're immediately taken care of with Catholic Charities with federal contracts, which people tell me we're not making money off this, but we are serving this mission. And so the Trump administration just canceled a $14 million one with the Miami Archdiocese just this week. So there's some interesting dynamics in that regard.
Did I ever tell you about Maria from Catholic Charities in Miami?
Was she very charitable?
Advertised on my show.
Really?
Yes.
But I think there's because I'm in the Catholic algorithm or whatever. I'm sorry, I don't have headphones.
It's okay.
And when folks say the Pope hasn't talked about the Nigerian persecution, I'm like, yes, he has. It's one of the first things he said. And like, he hasn't talked about the Iranians cracking down. It's like, yeah, he has. Maybe not in like the overtop tone that Trump has, but he has. And it's, I don't know. I find there's a consistency there. And by the way, if you ask me, I think he's wrong about this if Trump is winding up and wrapping up this war right now.
Yeah. Just like he said he would.
There's an argument to be made that this war will bring about a order and justice across the world, in particular a part of the world that's been torn up by injustice and violence. So, I mean, we'll see. I think the cake's still baking in the oven right now, but there's a lot of hope. All the messages sent today are awesome. And I've been praying for peace and an everlasting one.
Market's up 1,000 points. So apparently people who bet money on this stuff believe that things are settling down. And this is going to make Trump look great. What are the Democrats going to do about this? What are they going to come back at him with? He has done the one thing that every president, and sadly including Ronald Reagan, kicked the can down the road with these crazy-ass Iranians, and seems to have put together a plan to keep them away from nukes. The straits reopened now, right? Because oil prices.
The Iranians announced it, yeah. And Trump announced it. And they're not going to enrich uranium. And they're going to give up all the so-called nuclear dust. It's a huge breakthrough. We'll see if it holds, and I think it will. And Trump told the Israelis, stop it with Lebanon. We prohibit you from bombing Lebanon. Was the literal statement.
Yeah.
And perhaps Lebanon joins the Abraham Accords. If this deal holds, you'll probably see Saudi Arabia join the Abraham Accords. I mean, it's a big deal.
But they would never do anything like give him the Nobel Prize for peace.
Right.
Because they're the left, they're just such committed assholes. I'm sorry, that's the best word I have for them. I have better words. But we're not allowed to use those on the show. So anyway, I appreciate you filling me in on that.
Oh, yeah. No, and also it was hilarious. Trump changed his tune. I thought the whole thing was funny from the beginning of the week. Like, you wouldn't even be Pope if I wasn't president. And I like your brother better than you. And you're weak on crime. And I'm like, is he talking about Stephen Reed or the Pope? And like, I just thought it was funny. And then even yesterday, Trump's like, look, I like the Pope, but I can disagree with him. Like, I'm like, y'all need to understand the sitcom we've been watching for a decade. Like, it's pretty ridiculous.
We have somebody on the phone that we're anxious to talk to. His name is Jeff Balanson from Georgia Floors Direct. And good afternoon to you, sir.
Trust me.
Just you.
Trump.
That's an understatement, my friend. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How y'all doing today?
Good. We thought we'd give you a chance here early on in the show to let everybody know what's happening at Georgia Floors Direct, what you got going on for the rest of today, open until 6, and then tomorrow, of course.
Yeah. Well, man, we do every day what we did the day before, but we try to do it better today than we did yesterday. And we are the River Region's hot spot for hardwood flooring, laminate, luxury vinyl plank, luxury vinyl tile, ceramic and porcelain tile, carpet, pattern carpet, exotics like seagrass, sisal, and wool, plush carpet. One thing I love to tell people is we have the Mohawk Smart Strand, which is an amazing brand. We have a great stain-resistant shawl carpet. These are pet-proof. Your pet can have an accident. You can spill red wine on it, coffee on it, ketchup, mustard, any of those hard-to-get-out stains, and it will come up. This is a great carpet, and it comes in all different types of patterns and plush and different colors. So Georgia Floors Direct, if you're even thinking about new floor covering, you owe it to yourself to come see us. We also do blinds, shades, and shutters for the windows, and we also do granite, quartz, and marble countertops. Right now, we are very blessed to have been voted River Region's best flooring company for the last 5+ years.
In the Reader's Choice, yeah.
Yeah, and we were nominated this time for 5 categories. We were nominated for Best Flooring Store, of course, Best Blind, Shades, and Shutter Store, Best Kitchen and Bath Remodel, Best Locally Owned Business, and Best Place to Work. So you guys get a chance, go to the Reader's Choice. Every time you vote, you're entered for a $250 gift card, which who can't use that? So yeah, we're just having fun, man, doing what we do all over the state of Alabama, the Florida Panhandle, and all about.
They're on the boulevard across from Lowe's. Jeff's got a great team. We call the Mary Band of Floors. You'll feel welcome when you come in. Maybe a little overwhelmed by the size and the choice, but they make it all so navigable, and they will save you time and save you money. So, Jeff, have a great weekend, and thanks for checking in with us.
Hey, before I go, I want to congratulate our very band of Floyers, Steve Schroeder. His daughter, Kat, is getting married tomorrow, and this is a day that's been in the planning for about 1.5 years now, and so that day is coming to fruition there. So congratulations to the Schroeders and the new son-in-law they're getting, and so we're really happy about that. We're going to be attending that tomorrow.
So I love about you, Jeff. You're all about family, my friend. Have a great
guys. Love
weekend, and
y'all.
please wish the newlyweds the best, okay?
I definitely will.
All righty. We will talk to Jacqueline a little bit later.
Jacqueline?
Yeah, she's, sorry, I forgot her stage name.
Yeah, thank you.
She's a Catholic. I'd like to get her take on some of this. Right now, though, at 3:23, we're going to get our first update and come back and talk about missing scientists.
Well, as we get rolling this afternoon, we have an accident at Highway 14, and it's going to be near McCain Road. If you're headed to Wetumpka from Millbrook or from Wetumpka over to Millbrook, they have shut down 14, head-on collision, injuries. It is a mess there, and it is actually on the bridge. A lot of folks are on 14 just stuck there at the moment, and it's going to be a bit before they get that back open. Around Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, light to moderate building afternoon traffic. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd at 11 a.m. Be there. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
60 years that hope has had a home in Alabama. At the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, children who've lost everything through no fault of their own have found something priceless. A safe place to live, a loving Christian family, and the chance to simply be kids again. Here, boys and girls grow up surrounded by care, guidance, and faith, learning right from wrong, learning responsibility, learning they are valued and that their lives have purpose. As the Alabama Sheriffs have believed for 6 decades, it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women. These former ranchers are now teachers, parents, business owners, and leaders, living proof that love, structure, and faith can change a life forever. As the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches celebrate 60 years of serving Alabama's children, you could help ensure the next child has the same chance. Learn how you could make a difference at alabamasheriffsyouthranches.org. 60 years of building lives, and we're just getting started.
And this is a painting of my grandfather, the only one he ever had made.
Sometime, take a close look around your house.
This sewing machine was my Aunt Mary's.
If you have possessions that are irreplaceable, consider this. Each year, over 65,000 American homes suffer a fire due to an electrical problem. Are our possessions safe? To know for sure, call Crosby Electric, your exclusive provider of CurrentSafe, the world's foremost home diagnostic system. Using high-tech equipment, Crosby Electric will check your hidden wiring, panel box, light switches, and electrical outlets to pinpoint potential problems and make sure your things are safe.
Oh, my daughter's second-grade art project. I'd die if something happened to this.
Some things can't be replaced by insurance. Don't wait another day. Call 272-2085 for an in-home no-obligation assessment or visit crosbyelectric.com. Don't just think it's safe. Know it's safe.
Now you'll be safe with This is Jennifer Pestricelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. If you're an experienced sales professional ready for more opportunity, more income potential, and more control over your own success, we should talk. At Blue Water, you'll work with local business owners to develop strategic marketing campaigns across 7 radio stations and a growing digital platform, including social, streaming, and targeted advertising. Outside sales experience is required. Media or digital experience is a plus. If you're ready for a career move that rewards performance, send us your resume today. BlueWaterBroadcasting.com.
News happens, you'll hear about it first. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
We're on YouTube at Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela, and I want to say hello to Melissa, who just checked in and said, hey, y'all, join the show. That is so nice.
It is.
Greg Udell, Terry Adams, Eddie Bader, from my left to your right as you're listening on the radio, but from my right to your left if you're watching us on the YouTubes today. This is 99er?
Yes.
99er, welcome
Hi.
to the show.
Thanks, Greg. I want to give a big shout out to Johnson Furniture Company and Eclectic. They have great quality on their furniture. They have wonderful prices, and their service can't be beat. We had a little trouble with our lift chair. They came right out that afternoon and fixed it. Also, I want to give great praise to our President Trump. This big, beautiful bill did exactly like he wanted. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. And my husband and I both got a $6,000 deduction, which meant that we got 4 times our refund that we usually get every year.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been asking for people to call and tell me, are you getting the bigger refunds they're talking about? I haven't filed yet.
Absolutely.
And for me, it'll be, will I pay less this year than normal?
Than last, yeah.
Amen.
Well, in small print now, down towards the bottom of the page, the last page, it says if you're born before 1961 and have a valid Social Security card. And I'm glad they're asking for that.
Yeah.
I don't want illegals to get any more than they are getting already. They are robbing our economy and our people.
Yeah, Minnesota.
And the Democrats are all for it. They want more. And
Exactly right.
that's a
I
bunch
know.
of crap. Social Security's
Yeah,
in for a reckoning in the early
Yeah.
2030s. And if they can't fix it, if they can't fix the funding process, everybody's getting a 20% cut.
Yep.
Oh, really?
So everybody
Oh,
needs
nice.
to remove their heads from their
And
cranium.
what kills me, it's not an entitlement. It's our money.
It's our
They're
money.
taken
That's
from
right.
us our
Taken.
We put
entire
it in
life.
there.
Right.
Yes.
And why are we
Yes.
handing out to people that never contributed?
Exactly.
I'm all for
Well,
helping
because-
people who use it, who are citizens
Of course.
and have a disability or some other issue
Me too.
that's turned their life upside down. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But
Right.
man, they have been stealing from that fund to fund transsexual surgeries
A
in
lot of that
prisons and all
going on.
kinds of other bizzle schmears that. And I don't like it.
I don't like it at all.
Yes, and I bet you every one of them in Congress that was born before 1961 is taking their $6,000 deduction too.
Oh, you know
On
that.
top of all the other money they're stealing.
Yeah, they have their
Well,
own
of
little
course.
system.
Of course. But anyway, keep it up, Greg. We're all behind you.
I
Love your
appreciate that.
program.
Wow, what a great
Okay.
call. Thank you.
Thank
I'm going home. How does it get better
Don't
than
get no
this?
better than that.
Yeah, it's you reach the.
I don't know if you heard today about the bees that there was a truck that crashed in Knoxville, Tennessee, today around noontime that had 1 million bees in it. And I guess on the radio and other places, they encouraged car drivers to stay in your car. Don't
Good
get
idea.
out. Don't try to capture the bees. But yeah, right there on 40, Interstate 40 through Knoxville. Shut it down.
Wow.
I like Knoxville. I like
I
that
do, too.
area.
A
To
lot better than Nashville.
Yes, it is.
was on a run for a number of years where I'd fly into Knoxville, rent a car, and then drive up
You
to.
were on the run for many years. Is that what you said?
That's what I heard. Did you hear that right?
Yeah, that's
did.
what I heard.
That's what I
You
heard.
were on
No,
the run.
I had a run
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
where every fall I stayed at a place
out there somewhere.
outside the Smokies called the Laughing Horse Inn, which is one of those classical roadside hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Some nice memories there,
I'll bet.
including watching game one of the 1988 World Series
Baseball.
with Kirk Gibson home run.
Okay, that hotel's got to remind me of a place that's going to have the 25-cent vibrating bed.
No. Did not have the vibrating bed.
I'm with you on that, Eddie. I
Dang it.
would have thought it would have had
Me
it.
too.
I don't know if it's still there. Shall we ask?
I think we should.
Has to be done, Greg.
I need the number for the Laughing Horse Inn in Townsend, Tennessee.
Here's the phone number.
They have a lost and found. You leave something behind, Greg, a few years ago?
And it's only 271 miles away.
How much is it a night?
I left, what?
How much is it a night?
Back then, in the 80s, like
$70?
something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a lot for the 80s.
It was comfortable, and they had a big old-fashioned lobby with a fireplace, so in the evening, guests would gather in there, and they'd make s'mores in the fireplace.
That I dig, because then it's not just a hotel. You're actually got a little bit of something going on with it. And that when we were in Detroit with Hyundai, often those hotels up there, they did like that, but they would have dinner and everything. They did all you could do, or they would do all they could do to keep you at the hotel. They did not want you going out.
I am perilously low on chocolate. Look at this. I got one
That's
nugget.
all you
left.
got?
One nugget.
Yeah.
What will become of us? One of the things we want to look into this afternoon, in fact, somebody else sent me a Kennedy clip, and I'm going to play a clip from Clarence Thomas, who is an invaluable member of the Supreme Court. Literally, unless we can put Ted Cruz in, if he retires, finding somebody that's as staunchly, immovably conservative as he is, an originalist.
Yep.
Yeah, they act like the Constitution was written on the inside of a pyramid in hieroglyphics. We need somebody to interpret it. No, we don't. That's communist Beazle Schmeazle.
Yep.
And they've been teaching that to school kids. And you know what's going to happen if they get back into power? They're going to stack the court this time.
You better believe
And every
it.
crackpot scheme that they've been embracing and harboring will get greased through. It'll take another 50 years to undo it. They're horrible people.
Did you hear what Kennedy said about AOC?
Which Kennedy?
Louisiana.
Oh.
Yeah, he said they asked her if she was a moron, and she said, no, I've never been to Utah, much less embrace their religion.
Can you believe that somebody of
I
that
love that.
caliber is even getting a whisper of consideration for president?
It's
But does that not show you how desperate they are? They're even considering Kamala run again, which I'm like, let her run.
God. Yeah, please.
Let her run. I mean, waste your money.
Well, as it seems, she may actually end up being governor of California.
I don't know that she'd be any worse than what they got now.
Yeah, that's true.
Their cities, that state, are run by totally evil people.
Yes, they are.
1,000%.
And it seems like they're finally waking up to that reality out there. It's like they just found out, hey, we're paying $1.50 a gallon more for gasoline here. Why?
Yep.
Well, there's another program they got going out there that Joey brought up the other day where illegals can come in for free surgery, sexual surgery.
Yeah.
How nice.
How
insane is that? How do you justify that?
You got to tell me there's more deserving people out there that need medical attention because it's going to be a dollar spent no matter what.
How about
This
a
is
roof
where we're
over
gonna do
your
it.
head
Right.
or shelter or something until they can straighten out the homeless problem? But no, their priorities are let's remove the wang and install something else.
The problem that I see is there's no repercussions. I mean, we know what AOC's done. We know what Omar's done.
Yeah.
All this stuff, but yet nobody's held accountable.
This is
Nobody's
true.
been indicted. Nobody's in prison.
Omar.
And as long as they keep this up, this stuff's going to keep happening.
Omar needs to have her creepy ass sent back to Somalia.
Exactly. She needs
Oh,
to be
no
reported.
doubt.
She
In fact,
lied about everything.
I'm going to play the Somalia waltz.
Oh, nice.
At some point this afternoon.
Somebody's got to be held accountable.
272-9228. For whatever's on your mind this afternoon. On Friday, we also take requests too. So if there's a bit or a clip you'd like to hear, feel free to ring us up. There's stuff going on the road you need to know about here. It is Fabulous Skipper.
My goodness, what a Friday afternoon. First of all, we have a head-on collision. Highway 14, going to be near Edgewood Academy. 14 was closed down the last we heard. Traffic not moving at all while they try to clear that accident. Hopefully they've got some traffic moving now, but if you're in that backlash, that's what's going on. We'll keep you updated on that. And this is just fun. A guy got pulled over at the interchange in Montgomery a little while ago, pulling his mobile home with a Chevy pickup truck. Yeah, you can't do that. The police pulled him over, but we understand that is out of the way now. My goodness, keep it here for updates. Hayes Ambulance there for you both on the ground and in the air. From a simple patient transport to life or death situations, Hayes is ready at a moment's notice. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Bath Innovations. Call Bath Innovations today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. An execution date has been set for the man convicted of killing 2 people during a pawn shop robbery in 1998. Governor Kay Ivey has named June 11th as the execution date for 49-year-old Jeffrey James Lee. Lee was convicted of 2 counts of capital murder in the deaths of the owner and an employee he shot while robbing a Dallas County pawn shop in 1998. Lee will be executed by nitrogen hypoxia. The city of Montgomery has received clearance to demolish 2 long-abandoned hotels. The Candlelight Hotel on West South Boulevard and a nearby Days Inn have both been cleared for demolition. The action is made possible through a $4 million HUD grant. Demolition of the hotels is expected to be completed in the next 90 days. A new community center is coming to Montgomery County. The Montgomery County Commission broke ground Thursday on its new community center located in District 1. That district includes the city of Montgomery's Woodley Park, Spring Valley, and Cross Creek neighborhoods. The community center will be the first of its kind for Montgomery County, built inside the city limits. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Bath Innovations of Alabama can replace your old bathtub with a low-step shower featuring built-in seating, secure grab bars, and slip-resistant flooring, often installed in as little as 1 day. Call Bath Innovations of Alabama today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
President Trump told us it takes homegrown food to make America healthy again.
Farmers are an indispensable national asset, part of the backbone of America.
And fourth-generation farmer Jack Williams agrees.
People want stuff grown here. They want to know what they're getting this day and time.
That's why Jack stood with President Trump to cut taxes for Alabama farmers, expand protections for hunting and game management, and ban lab-grown meat.
We just don't have enough testing on it to know what it would do to the general public.
Now Jack Williams is running for Ag Commissioner to back President Trump's plan to protect our farmland and support our farming families.
We're looking at bringing business to Alabama, helping them out to come here to help our farmers even. The more we can bring locally and have right here, the better we're going to be. I will be the first Ag Commissioner to be as hands-on as ever been.
Homegrown leadership. That's why Alabama farmers are backing Jack Williams for Agricultural Commissioner. Paid for by Jack Williams Campaign.
E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free. E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, E-Bike Oasis, ride for free.
At eBike Oasis, we're more than just Montgomery's best electric bicycle store. eBike Oasis offers free 1-hour electric bicycle rentals and a full-service electric bike repair shop. Stop by eBike Oasis in Montgomery today for free rentals, repairs, and electric bicycle brands in town.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Poarch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Poarch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, learn more about our charitable giving at PoarchCreekIndians.org.
You can't control interest rates. You can't control housing inventory.
And you definitely can't control what the national news decides to panic about this week. But here's what you can control. You control your timing. You decide when it's the right time to buy, when it makes sense to refinance, and when to tap into your equity to renovate, invest, or consolidate debt and free up monthly cash flow. Real estate decisions aren't one size fits all, and they shouldn't be driven by headlines or social media noise. They should be based on your goals, your finances, and your life. The smartest moves happen when you focus on what you can control and work with someone who helps you see the full picture. Give us a call at Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223 or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. That's Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. NMLS 1586368, Equal Housing Lender.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You sort through tons of resumes and you get too many so-so applicants. You're just waiting for someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now, there's a place where you can meet them fast. ZipRecruiter.
Need to hire. Start your search for strong candidates. The right fit awaits. Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free, and you're on your way to meeting your match. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So try it now. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this, listen close, you get a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Feeling the pressure of high credit card rates? ASE Credit Union has you covered with a low 1.99% APR on balance transfers. Move your balances in March or April and lock in that 1.99% rate through your October statement. Visit ASE Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The premier place the River Region turns to for news, weather, traffic, and opinion. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Ozempic helps you say goodbye to food cravings. Now say goodbye to your personality too, as a new side effect makes you
So boring.
Gone with the pounds are your days of spontaneous excitement.
I don't only weigh less, I feel less inside.
Compulsive eating is a symptom of an impulsive, fun-loving nature. But Ozempic keeps your weight down while dulling down your entire identity.
I feel so good I could discuss the weather all day or just sit and stare at a wall.
Plus, you'll lose even more weight as you lose friends who used to invite you out for food and drinks.
No one calls me anymore because I'm
So boring.
But at least I look good, I guess.
345. So Ozempic has been successful in helping people lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But then came the news that people were getting something called Ozempic face.
Ozempic face and the dreams, too, where people are having these crazy, vivid dreams.
It makes your face, you lose the wrong fat out of the face.
Look,
And
meth head. Telling you look like a meth head.
Yeah. Sunken cheeks, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Wow.
And now it makes you boring. So that's what the research is saying. So is it worth it, I ask? Would you rather be a beloved, slightly chubby person or
be who God made you, man?
Right. That's what I say 1,000%.
I've had a clip all day that I wanted to play. It's Justice Clarence Thomas. In fact, watch this piece of magic here. We're going to put it on our feed.
Oh, cool.
He doesn't speak in public too often, but he warned about the dangers of progressivism, as he should.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because there's nothing progressive about progressives. Let's give it a listen.
But in my view, we must find in ourselves that same level of courage that the signers of the Declaration had, so that we can do for our future what they did for theirs. Each of you will have opportunities to be courageous every day. Whether your calling in life is as a day laborer, a stay-at-home mom, a small business owner, an educator, an office worker, a judge, or some other endeavor. It may mean speaking up in class tomorrow when someone around you expects you to live by lies. It may mean confronting today's fashionable bigotries, such as anti-Semitism. It may mean standing up for your religion when it is mocked and disparaged by a professor. It may mean not budging on your principles when it will entail losing friends or being ostracized. It may mean running for your school board when you see that they are teaching your children to hate your values and our country. It may mean turning down a job offer that requires you to make moral or ethical compromises. One thing I do know to be true. It will mean waking up every day with the resolve to withstand unfair criticism and attacks. These are the choices that we will confront, that will confront you, and you must decide whether to respond with timidity or with courage, as the signers of the Declaration did. It will, of course, not be easy. It never is.
I hope people are listening.
Me too.
And he's right. You know,
Absolutely.
The thing about progressives is they're insane. They buy into ideologies that have no chance in hell of making anybody's life really better or improving the country. But they're committed enough to tear up the streets in honor of their ideology. It is their religion. They are the American, what's the word for radical Islam.
Yeah, that's what they've become.
I mean, look at the crazy crap they're doing and some of the people that they've elected. Wasn't it glorious this week to watch Eric Swalwell go from a congressman and a candidate for governor to, we want nothing to do with you?
But, question about that. Couldn't they have done all this sooner with him?
Sure. They all lied.
They just wait until, okay, we'll let him be this. Oh, now he wants for governor too? Nope, we're taking it away.
No, they'll stand by you as long as you're not a proven liability. But when you cross that threshold, they will get rid of you as fast as Tony Soprano got himself rid of somebody that couldn't pay a loan back. That's just the way they operate. They literally live by the rules of the mob. That's how they do everything.
Yeah, as long as you're in the group and you keep speaking what you're supposed to speak to, what you're supposed to do, they're fine. But once you betray them, they all betray you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, they absolutely.
All right, let's talk to Bill at 272-9228. Let's get some calls in this afternoon.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Evening.
When you talked about Eric Sewell, okay, that I had to call in because I'm so glad it happened to him. Now, he's at the bottom of his life right now. He has no family, no career. He is the bottom of the bottom. So you know he's hurting, but hopefully he can heal, and pray for him because you know what? He could be a whistleblower.
It's true.
He could be.
Very true.
He knows a lot of dirt.
Yeah, he knows
because
where the
he
bodies
was
are.
part of that dirt on the Democratic Party.
Yeah.
So
Good
pray
point.
for him because you know he's hurting. We all hurt in life, but I mean he's hurting. This is probably the worst time in his life, which he deserved. He deserved it.
Oh, absolutely.
But if he comes around, he can give
You're right.
a lot of good information that would just tear that Democratic Party right in half.
You know, everybody's super worried about the midterms because of polling and blah, 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 blah. But look at how the situation since Monday of this week, in Iran has changed for the positive. Market finished up 1,000 points today. So people with money that place bets literally on how things are going to go, what direction they're going to go, they're confident. And if all of this works out the way Trump said it would, what are they going to say about him then? They got nothing.
Well,
he's the first president that's actually done something that every other president has said, yeah, Iran can't have a nuke, but he's actually handled it.
That's true. And I have something about the presidency. I was online today. There's a gentleman named Jeff Lindbergh, Lindbergh, Lenberg. He's an engineer. And he was talking about cheating of the elections that has been going on even with the president, not just senators and congressmen and governors and mayors, but the presidents. He was saying that President Clinton in his first election did not beat Bush. They cheated to get him in.
Wouldn't surprise me a bit.
And that he was saying Obama did not win his second term. They
I absolutely believe that
I believe
one.
that too.
Why would we have voted for 4 more years of that clown?
Well, you have to look. You have to look at what the CIA. They have. Their expertise is in overthrowing governments. They've been doing it since the late 40s,
including ours.
Yes, and I believe that they were involved in what you were just talking about.
Yes. So if that's been going on,
Yeah, it has.
It's not just it's the whole system. And Pam Bondi, she was fired. She was part of the deep state, and the reason why she was fired because she wasn't prosecuting nobody. But she made a statement somewhere saying, "If I prosecuted people, we would have no government."
She's remember that. If everybody that was guilty
Too
was
bad, so
prosecuted, she's
sad.
right.
Exactly.
That is our government, gentlemen.
I know.
We need somebody in the AG's office who is fearless, will kick ass, and take names.
Well, we'll
And
call
they have the proof. Tulsi Gabbard has put all the proof out there.
You know, I've always wondered in this great constitutional republic, we're not a democracy, we're a constitutional republic.
Right.
I've always wondered why does our choice of president come down to just these two people who have tons of faults? Why can't we find better people? There are better people out there. It's not decided by us.
Right. I was going to say, you know as well as I do. Yeah.
We're a corporation.
Yes, we are.
They have it fixed to where they have it so fixed that you get a rare person like Trump, who's one of the greatest presidents this nation has ever had. I don't care what anybody says. If you do your homework and you have an open mind and you can put 1 + 1 = 2, he may not be the best person, but he's one of the best presidents we've ever had.
Totally agree.
It seems that way.
Yes. So I'm kind of losing my point here, but what I'm getting at is they get it down to two people because what they do is they buy so many politicians off saying, look,
sure,
we will do this. Okay, I'll bring this example up real quick, and I hate to take all this time, but this is good information. Mike Pence, when he signed off on those elections and Trump told him not to, he was confronted with Schumer. Schumer confronted him saying, we will do this for you, we would do that for you, we would do this, we would do this, you just do this. He did that, and they backstabbed him.
Imagine that.
You sure did.
Okay? They backstabbed him. So when they get it down to just two people, if you don't get somebody like Trump running in there, that he was a Democrat, but as soon as he said he was a Republican, they turned against him because he couldn't be bought off. So all these other people that run for president, a lot of them they're all deep state anyway. You win, we get this.
Control
you put
both
an R by
sides.
your name, and you do this for us, we'll do this for you. It's just been so rigged so long.
Yeah, it has.
We need a shutdown. Trump needs to do a martial law, and he needs to put all these people in jail. He needs to have this out there where the proof is in the pudding, like it or not. That's the only way we're going to stop it.
Agreed. If they've got the evidence, that's exactly what they need.
Yeah, Obama's got to go.
Thanks
He's got to
for the
go to
call.
prison. He's got to be held accountable.
Well, again, this latest piece of info dropped by Tulsi. Hey, Democrats. Remember, Tulsi was a Democrat.
Yes, she was.
She's the one that has released the information in the documents that implicate Obama and Comey and that whole cabal of traitors. So I bet the media is giving it nonstop coverage, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Here's Eric.
Hey, good afternoon, Mr. Budell.
How are you?
Oh, man, I'm partner cloudy. I'll tell you, anybody that ought to be swinging, and from the gallows, Chuck Schumer would be a prime candidate. in my eye.
Amen. I despise that man.
You know, it gets me is I don't. If my memory serves me right, I don't think Hillary did a damn day in jail. I don't think Bill did a day in jail, and I can go on.
I know.
But you funny, Swalwell, or whatever the hell.
On this show, it's Swallowwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not going to go. You know, I have not known a damn Democrat that's went to jail.
Yep.
And it's amazing. And Jimmy Evans was our district attorney, and he was the one that was behind Guy Hunt. And the only reason is because of power, and he was a Democrat, and Guy Hunt being a Republican. I know because my sister went out with Jimmy Evans, and she said there was a lot of pressure to him.
Yeah.
And anybody familiar with Montgomery politics can vouch for that. I've been here up 60 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so the thing of it is there's not a Democrat. D and J don't go together. Democrat and jail does not go together.
True.
And that's what we want. That's what we thought we were going to get with Pam Bondi. Somebody was going to bring justice and hold some of these clowns accountable. But so far,
nope.
No. Why is Tim Walz still running around free? How about
How's
that
he not even
Attorney
been
General?
impeached or nothing? Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Well, you know something, guys, is why in the hell didn't they get
Uh-oh, we lost him.
He's gone.
Yep.
By the way, I ate that Rice Krispie treat. I'm not happy with myself.
I have been there. Did you bike today?
I did not.
Greg,
No, I'm taking a day off every so often.
Okay.
I get a better result.
That's good.
2 or 3 days on.
Give the
one
muscles
off.
time to.
And I've got the whole weekend. I'll be able to ride a lot this weekend. So
I think Sunday the weather's supposed to be really cool too, like 70.
yeah, we do have changes coming our way. In fact, Rich's forecast is just a few minutes around the corner. It's almost 4 o'clock already. Time is flying. And Terry Adams, one of the things we want to look at today is this mystery. In fact, it's been the lead story on the New York Post and Fox News.
Which is very strange.
These missing scientists.
We're up to 11 now.
Yeah. And I worry because my sister is a scientist.
Thank you.
What you have to understand is if you go back and you read David Paulides' 411 or listen to any of his stuff, the vast number of people that are taken in state parks and people that just, quote, disappear, they are scientists. They're very high intellect. Several of them are MIT graduates, professors, whatever. They're being taken all the time, and nobody knows why.
Only thing I can think is, in South Korea or in North Korea, they used to go to South Korea and kidnap South Koreans on the regular. On the regular. For you wouldn't see them again. They would make them do new families in the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
So I can't help but think,
that's a
what
possibility.
is going on with this? Because like you said, they get out in national parks and things like that where there's nobody around.
Right. And they just disappear. The dogs can't find a scent.
Right.
It's weird. And Postman were here, he would say they're being taken off planet for different reasons. And that may be so. I don't know. I can't back that up. I don't know. But they're being taken a lot more than what we're being told.
Yeah. It's one of the things we want to take a look into next hour here on News Talk 93.1 FM. If you're dealing with a family crisis or you know somebody who is, the worst thing you can do is try and manage it on your own. Step aside, make a call, 819-4810, and turn it over. That's the key to wellness. Giving those kinds of crises to people who are best equipped to handle them, to help you navigate them, who can provide direction that's ultimately and totally to your benefit. I know, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be mean. Well, guess what? People are going to be mean back to you. There's something to be said for standing up for yourself when the situation is completely unfair, especially like somebody coming back from the past on a signed agreement saying, well, I want this now. Or I'm moving away with our child, so visitation may be a little bit more difficult. It can turn you inside out. So don't let it happen. Give it to people who will look out for your best interest with tenacity and care. And that's Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson. This is what they do. You give them the circumstances, they take a look, they know where you're starting, and here's where you want to be. And then they'll show you the path to get there. Let them lead. Legal leadership is so important. All matters of family law are on the table. If you're struggling with adoption, blended families, if you just need a will done, they do all of these things. Their entire menu of family law services available at this web address, thealabamafamilylawyers.com, or again, 819-4810 for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
Representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
It's for.
Traffic is brought to you by Skipper Pools. Skipper Pools for weekly service, equipment and liner replacements, and a sparkling pool all year. 356-0237. Skip the rest. Call the best. Skipper Pools.
How's it going, Skipper? That accident clear up?
Well, we have a new accident just above Wetumpka Highway 9 at 231. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. It's minor. Had an accident much earlier, Troy Highway at Taylor Road. We believe that one is out of the way. And traffic still very busy all over the area. Montgomery, Prattville, Milbrook, Wetumpka. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. If you have less than perfect credit, McKenna Nissan may have just the plan for you. Talk to David and explore your options. They'll do everything possible to have you driving today. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
And now, Dad Joke Theater.
Darling, what's wrong?
Oh, Barbara, I've been fired.
From the calendar factory?
Yes. All I did was take a couple days off.
Join us again for another Dad Joke Theater.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials. Just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
A new year brings new opportunities, and right now the market is starting to shift.
Interest rates are beginning to come down, which means more buying power and more options for buyers who've been waiting.
If you're thinking about buying a home, this could be the moment to take that next step.
And whether you're buying, selling, or investing, having experience on your side matters more than ever.
At Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, we're also growing our team.
If you're an experienced agent ready to make a difference in this market and want to be part of a team that values knowledge, support, and results, call Hannah and Eddie Realty Group, where opportunity meets experience.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, April 30th from 10 to 2 at the Shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m.
It's April 17th, the greatest day ever. On the 17th of April, 1976, Philadelphia Phillies Mike Schmidt, in 4 consecutive at-bats, hit 4 consecutive homers. Don't! Have a great April 17th, the greatest day ever.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
At 4:05, Jesse.
With SRN News, I'm John Scott. The United States and Iran both say the Strait of Hormuz is now fully open to commercial vessels. After the announcement was made on the Strait of Hormuz, oil prices dropped 10%, and stocks on Wall Street soared. At the close, the Dow was up 868 points today, closing at 49,447. The Nasdaq gaining 365. The S&P 500 added 84 points. In consumer news, Ford recalling almost 1.4 million of its F-150 pickup trucks because of a gear shift issue that may lead to drivers losing control of the vehicles and increase the risk of a crash. That recall including F-150 light trucks with a 6-speed automatic transmission that were produced between March 12, 2014 and August 18, 2017. This is SRN News.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $8 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 844-45-BIBLE. That's 844-45-BIBLE. 844-45-BIBLE.
Mogadishu, Minnesota, you might have heard there's quite a lot of money missing, new millionaires, all the kids are living in fake daycares. The Somali waltz, the Somali waltz, it's the same old song. The Somali waltz, it's sad but true, that's screwing you, dancing to the Somali waltz. Play your cards right, you could be governor, and if you need a green card, marry your brother with liberal judges on take. There's no fear of justice while they shimmy and they shake the Somali waltz. The Somali waltz, it's the same old song. The Somali waltz, it's sad but true, that's screwing you, dancing to the Somali waltz. The Somali waltz, the Somali waltz, it's the same old song, and it's going strong. It's sad but true, that's screwing you, dancing to the Somali waltz. And coming soon to a state near you, new name saying to the Somali waltz.
And by the way, the woman that sings that song is
When a shopping cart smashed my headlight,
nice.
we worried we'd have to fight to get
Natasha.
paid for such a small claim.
And life would have
the last name.
Moose and squirrel.
Let me find my way to it since we've got the tab open. You can watch us on YouTube.
That's right.
At Happy Hour with Greg and Pamela. That's it. That's the name of the show, right?
That's right. That's the one I always look at.
No, it says 3 Minute Dog
Ooh.
on the scroll at the bottom.
We got a dog in here?
Not this afternoon.
Oh, man.
And I did clean up before I came in. So
Appreciate that.
there's no lingering aroma or anything like that. So, but the story I want to move on to in just a moment is the missing scientist.
Yeah.
It's been given high position on a lot of news websites. Now that look at this space cadet. I'm pausing here. Take a look at this. With the smile and the stringy hair, and she's one of those Democrats that just smiles. The harder she's screwing you, the more she smiles.
Yep.
Now the Supreme Court may invalidate their MAP amendment, push through a 2-year special session. In other words, we can't win on ideas.
No.
Nope.
But we will cheat and take what we want, whether you like it or not. She's the worst. Taxing dog walking, among 1,000 other things. Masquerading, and this is another thing they're doing. They caught somebody in North Carolina, a Democrat running as a Republican.
We've talked about that before, where they kind of secretly will just kind of come in, and then once they're in office,
yeah, what are you going to do?
late. Yep.
You're stuck. Chicago's mayor invokes reparations in fiery defense of eliminating the tipped worker wage. He's a genius. He's got like a 6% approval.
How do they keep voting these people back in?
Yeah, I don't know that they do.
Yeah, there's just no way. There's just no way.
Exactly. Chicago's always been corrupt. But the corruption produced a better result 50 years ago when the dailies were in power. I remember.
They're not the good kind of corrupt people, Greg.
Well, things got done.
Yeah.
It's the old Mussolini parable.
Yes.
The trains ran on time. But the city did work. You didn't have the kind of crap that goes on there now. And if people were like mobbing downtown and breaking into stores, Daley would have had them locked up so fast their heads would spin.
One of the craziest stories I heard out of Chicago, and this was a mayor, I think the previous mayor you guys had, or they had there, but all the parking meters. So they sold all the rights to the parking meters to a Saudi Arabia company.
Oh, really?
And they sold it for pennies on the dollar. And now Chicagoans have said, hey, how much did this stuff bring in per year?
Mm-hmm.
And how much did you sell it for? And why? But there's nothing they can do. Like Terry said earlier, there's no repercussion.
Nope.
Whoever did that's long gone.
Well, Chicago clearly is not interested in competence. They're interested in color.
That's it.
Look at that. I mean, just you remember Beetlejuice, right?
Sure.
She was awful.
She's awful.
And just when you think, well, they can't do any worse than her, guess what?
do
Hold
worse
my
than her.
beer.
Yep.
Chicago says.
Yep.
So we got to find. There's a story about the bees.
Yeah, dude.
Drivers told to stay in car as escaped insects swarm ramp. But I want to find the story on the scientists.
It was top at Fox News earlier, but I don't see it now.
Yeah, it kind of vanished. Let's see. New York Post had it. Well, we'll find it. We'll find it. And Terry, who was the first person to come in here, in fact, we should play the Carlin clip.
Yeah.
And taught us to start questioning things that we had accepted as facts. And isn't it funny how many of those things that you told us 15 years ago turned out to be true?
And I'm not happy about it. I wish these things weren't happening. I really do.
In that process, I used to admire George W. Bush. One thing on the gas prices people forget. In 2023, they were at $3.70 a gallon here, okay?
Yep.
So I did a little math, and in 2008, they were over $4 a gallon, and there were concerns about having enough availability. That is not a concern with today's higher prices. We are not facing any kind of a shortage. It's the global market at play here, and that is starting to plummet now, as we expected it to, as David Blackman told us it would, once things settle down relative to Iran.
Well,
but the $4.25 a gallon we paid in 2009, we checked it out due to inflation. That would be the same as paying $6.29 a gallon now. We're at about $3.79, I think, on average here. So we're still under that. And given the inflation from just 3 years ago, we're still 23 cents a gallon ahead. But see, that was Joe Biden. And nobody wanted to give Joe any trouble.
Oh, no. Nobody
wanted to call out the 30% inflation we endured under his term in office and his solution to the gas crisis. They keep electing these progressive maniacs like New Jersey. You know why they win? Because all the Republicans, all the conservatives have left these blue states.
That's exactly right.
So they're just going to give us more. Look, we're ahead of the game here. We already did the Justice Thomas progressivism clip.
Well, I paid over $5 a gallon on the way here to put some gas in my car.
Diesel, right?
No.
You were playing unleaded.
93.
93,
octane.
yeah.
I pay
Yeah, that's
over
what I gotta put in the
$5
bin.
Oh, the higher grade.
And then
have
when
to
we
run.
do boat gas, we do non-ethanol. So
Yep.
we're right at today, 419, 420 a gallon.
It's crazy.
Well, let's see if they come down as
I
fast
hope
as they
so.
went
It's
up.
got to, man, because Greg, this is summer of, I bought 3 jet skis, a boat. This is summer of Eddie, not summer of high gas
Summer of
prices.
Eddie. I love that.
This is not summer of high gas prices.
Well, we'll be watching that to see now that the price of a barrel of oil has
Plummeted.
It's come down today a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see if they're. Oh, there's Adam Schiff,
God, what
who
a-
always reminds
why is
me
he
of a
not in
part of
prison?
my body, which I would care not to mention.
Why is he not in prison?
Another one I don't understand.
Maybe it's coming because he was involved in that Tulsi Gabbard DNI criminal justice referral.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I hope so.
They impeached Trump. We now know on a totally bogus thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
1,000%.
lied. They flat out lied. To the
And they
American
put
people.
the country through that, the whole Russia collusion thing and all of that garbage. And without remorse, with no regret whatsoever. Now they need to have some regret.
Well, yeah, and then they had Schiff. They paraded him out in front of the mainstream media, saying he has absolute
Yeah.
proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute proof. Where's the proof? There is no proof.
No, there is no
You
proof.
made it all
Never
up.
was. Yeah.
Full of crap.
Go to
It's
jail.
enough to give you a giant headache, whether you have a headache or some other issue. We hope you'll take it to Adams Drugs and let the good folks there help you. They have been my pharmacy now 14 years. And you tend to get very attached to the location you're using.
Yes.
I used to be with the one on Vaughan Road, east of Taylor Road, and I got to know that group there so well that even after I moved to a different location and was closer to Copperfield, I still went out to see that group because, and then the pharmacist retired. So then I went to Copperfield because I felt like I was cheating on him. I mean, that's
That's
well,
a
it sounds
relationship
crazy.
right there.
And the one we have right up the street, which also has a health clinic at Perry Hill and Carmichael,
Mm-hmm.
that's closer to work,
Yeah.
but I still go to Copperfield because now I've bonded with them. They're
Loyalty.
such nice people. With 12 locations to help you with all your prescription needs, over-the-counter needs, your hometown pharmacy, a place that will make you feel appreciated and treated well. They deliver, they can design vitamin programs for you, they can coordinate your prescriptions so that they're all available for refill on the same day every month and spare you extra trips. Their gift shops are always worth exploring, especially in advance of Mother's Day. Just saying. Visit adamsdrugs.net for the one nearest you. Please mention that you heard about them here on News Talk. We have a call?
Yeah, Papa B.
Papa B, welcome to the show. 272-9228.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
As much as I'd like to start talking about conspiracy theories or things that we know aren't conspiracies anymore, but facts, I got to say, Justice Thomas, we're going to be just really missing him when he leaves office.
Totally.
Yep.
This man, and I'm not just talking about a black guy, okay? The brain power that this intellectual giant has brought to our country is incredible. He has not really surprised me so much. He's just been so consistent
Yes.
in his outlook and his dedication to the Constitution.
And nobody has faced more grief from the day they were nominated till the day, this day in office than Clarence Thomas. Because he wasn't the right kind of black person that the Democrats
Right.
like. They like Ketanji Brown Jackson, who's a moron. A moron.
Just
an embarrassment.
Incredible. Well, I mean, I would say I don't see anybody on the horizon in terms of a black individual that will be able to replace him. And that's disappointing.
Yeah,
it's
it
not
is.
just disappointing. It's not just disappointment. I see so much hate coming from the black population toward him. It's disappointing, infuriating, and I just don't know what to think about it. I wish things were different, but this man right here, I hope that he can stick around for a while longer, but if he needs to leave, I know he does.
I'll tell you
But,
what, in
I
that
don't
clip,
know
he
how
looked a
we can
little
replace-
tired. He, you know, he's
Looked a
in
little
his
wore out.
late 70s.
Yep.
It may be time.
He rarely looks
But
like
now's if he's going to do it, now
Yeah,
is the
now's the
time.
time.
Before
Yeah,
we
you're
end up
right.
with, just in case we end up, I'm not saying we will. I don't think it's by any means an automatic that the Democrats are
Oh,
going to
no.
regain power.
I agreed. I don't think it's an automatic, but I do
Even
think
in the
there's
midterm.
challenges, yeah.
Even in the midterm.
Well, anyway, I just thought I'd bring that to the fore because we are going to. He is going to be. He's going to be sorely missed
Totally.
on the court when he leaves. Anyway, all right, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
See you, Papa B.
We added a new name to the Clark's Club membership list this morning. You can win a Clark's Club membership on the morning show just by participating. Even if you have to participate, just give Jay Scott your first name and last initial so you're in the Friday drawing. It's worth $180. And once you've won, a Clark's technician, an HVAC technician, will be out to your house to tune the system that keeps you and your family comfortable. Make sure your coolant's adequate, that it's not wasting energy. They may suggest a repair on a component. They may not, but if you need one, you get a discount on parts and labor. Then they come back in the fall and get you ready for the next season. That's all for the $180 price, but you can win that for free. The other thing that's important is Clark's has some amazing plumbers. Used them actually on an emergency basis more than the HVAC techs over the years. They're so good at diagnosing and applying a fix. And when you're a member, plumbing issues usually need to be addressed quickly, and they always happen at a time that's totally inconvenient. So, but my last issue was on a Sunday night at 7:30, and by 8:40, the technician had been to the house, solved the issue, and it was over. Just like that. That's what I mean. That's the value. 277-2125. You can also buy a new system through Clark's at 0%, and those pay for themselves. Anything that's older than 10 years, you have no idea how the energy efficient the new ones are, how quickly they bring about the desired temperature result that you set on the thermostat. 277-2125, clarkcomfort.com, Alabama certification number 09098. Skipper's got the roads handled. Rich's forecast next.
Well, we have busy traffic around the Montgomery area. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting the same, and we still have that accident on Highway 14 near McCain Road. 14 is shut down. They're diverting traffic in Wetumpka on 111 and Maherg Road from 14 over to 111. So you'll have to take that detour, and traffic is very heavy and backed up on those detour roads. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. No other issues that we're aware of at the moment. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd at 11:30 a.m. Be there. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up with the J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network is brought to you by Ernest Financial.
If you're tired of losing your money in the stock market, call David Ernest, 334-279-7431. Ernest Financial, LLC.
Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
CB&S Bank, serving families and communities since 1906. Proud to be named 16th best performing bank nationally in their asset category by American Banker. Learn more at cbsbank.com. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Shortwave, take it down, quick. What's it say? Shut up.
Senator and our next governor, Tommy Tuberville, just sent word that he's going to be on the morning show with us this coming Wednesday at 7 a.m.
Wow. That's a big deal.
I'm excited. So please make a note, 7 o'clock Wednesday morning here on Newstalk 93.1 FM on the morning show.
Alabama's law enforcement leaders put their lives on the line every single day. They need an attorney general who has their back. Katherine Robertson has spent a decade on the front lines of Alabama's toughest battles. She doesn't bend, she doesn't back down, and she doesn't play politics. As attorney general, she'll make sure violent offenders are locked up and stay locked up. That's why sheriffs and police chiefs from every corner of this state are proudly standing behind Catherine Robertson for Attorney General.
This is Catherine Robertson. I am honored to earn the trust of law enforcement. I've spent my career fighting for Alabama families, and I'm just getting started. I'll stand with President Trump to deport violent illegals and ensure our law enforcement has the support they need. Because in Alabama, if you commit a crime, you pay for it. No excuses. Visit CatherineForAG.com to join the fight.
Paid for by Robertson for Attorney General, P.O. Box 50063, Birmingham, Alabama 35253.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime, and as usual, it's already time to start getting ready for spring. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns.
Montgomery Men's Health salutes the man everyone depends on. You, the grill master. Your family don't have to go out to eat. You carry the load. You solve the problems. Mr. Fix It. But when you're off, we all feel it. And what happens when the gas runs out? When the strength drops? When the transmission stalls? And I ain't just talking about your truck. Male performance is complicated. Treating low T and ED requires technical precision, and that's where Montgomery Men's Health shines. We've been conquering this since 2014, long before every strip mall had a low T sign. We started this clinic to level you up, to help separate fact from internet fiction, hype from the successful realities we see every day. What works 92% of the time versus what might work online. And we keep getting better. Better service, better care, better value. And for $99, you'll receive a lab panel in minutes and a consultation with our medical provider. Don't wait. Call 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
This is James Cole with Cole Plumbing, and I want to thank Blue Water Broadcasting. I have been advertising with them for several years, and they have brought me quality business. I really appreciate them.
Our advertisers are our biggest advocates. Call us to find out how radio can increase your bottom line. Blue Water Broadcasting. Local folks helping local business.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. Trustworthy, accurate, immediate, carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Come and listen to my story about a woman candidate. She was talking civil rights in the Alabama state. She shocked the congregation when she opened up her mouth, and out come an accent from the deep end of the South.
I don't feel no ways tired. I'm too far.
She was playing through the crowds with a silly southern drawl, but she works up in New York and that ain't really South at all. You'll know just where she's speaking when she opens up her throat. She'll master every dialect just to win your vote.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Oh, God.
Thank you. CIA.
She is vocally the immediate cure for priapism.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Here's James.
I think that's who she was speaking of, that God didn't tell her that the way was going to be easy. And if you'll read the gospel, you will see that it's not. It's going to be filled with trials and tribulations.
Absolutely.
But he tells us he has overcome the world. Take heart.
Yep.
And so there you have it in a brief paraphrase. Mr. Budell, you know what you and I and Terry and a few others have in common? Along with Senator Tommy Tuberville, Coach Senator, soon-to-be Governor Tommy Tuberville?
Tell me.
Maybe not Terry, or maybe. I believe we were all sons of World War II veterans.
I certainly was.
I wasn't. My dad didn't serve.
And there's no crime in that, Terry.
That's good.
Mr. Budell, what theater was your father in?
My dad served in both the Atlantic and Pacific. When he was first in the Navy, he was on a destroyer. He was a ship's electrician. And important gig, keep the power on.
Yeah.
And they were escorting oil tankers to England when one of his ships got caught in a hurricane off the coast of Cuba, and it sank.
Oh.
He was rescued from that. And then on January 7th, 1945, and I thank my friend, Old Navy vet, for getting me this information. January 7th, 1945, he was on the USS Palmer when a kamikaze raid broke out, and a twin-engine Japanese Betty bomber. He was at the front, the bow of the ship with about 25 other guys. They were just killing time, waiting for something to happen. This kamikaze attack breaks out. He went to his, manned battle station, so he went to the rear of the ship where his position was. And within minutes, every single guy he had been speaking with just minutes previous was killed when that bomber blew off the bow of the ship, and it sank in minutes.
Wow.
And the news of the sinking of the Palmer made the news, and back here in the States, so his parents and sister and family, they didn't know if he survived or not. They knew there were casualties, but they had to wait 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Until he got to San Diego on another ship, obviously, and was able to call them.
Wow.
And he was going to be in San Diego for the invasion of Japan, so he almost had to go through a third situation. But I never understood the PTSD that my dad dealt with his entire adult life.
Yeah.
Until he talked about it finally just before he passed away.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I got you. That's, as they say, that's amazing.
Big Benjamin Boodle.
Okay.
My pops.
He was a ship's electrician. One of my father's younger sisters, and there were 2, and there were 10 of these kids. There was 4 sons and 6 daughters. But one of the younger ones was married to a man who was in the Navy, if I'm not mistaken, and he was an electrician. And toward the end of their life, they had this Echo liner, and they, what's those silver bullets that they drag behind them? Airstreamer?
Yeah. Toasters.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I remember those.
Okay. He pulled the streamer with the Echo liner, the big van, but in the back window of this van, he had a 110 air conditioner hung in the back window, and he had a generator on the back of the engine that ran this 110 air conditioner.
Smart.
There wasn't too much those guys couldn't do from that era.
Yep, they're brilliant men. Yeah.
So, you guys having a nice day?
Yeah. You
right.
just got me deep in thought here.
Better now.
About my dad's situation, yes.
Yeah, that's that was an interesting time and interesting generation.
I have so much respect for those guys. I can't tell you, man. Just these kids were working in malt shops, and next thing you know, a year later, they have a rifle in their hands and they're defending freedom for the world. It's just amazing.
Well, they came from all over. They were
not to mention everybody here that was working in some way or another for the war effort.
Yes.
Nobody was exempt.
I mean, kids were committing suicide when they were told they weren't able to go. That's how much we cared about it. It's unreal.
And, they were farmers' sons and merchants.
They were everything. Yeah.
And yes, and I've had the good fortune to sit and talk with some of those guys. In 2002, my dad received a letter because he had passed away in November, and I drove out to Laughlin, Nevada, for his a reunion of his comrades from a rearmament regiment.
Oh, that's cool.
And we actually there in Laughlin, we got on one of those little flat bottom boats and rode the Colorado River to Havasu City, where London Bridge is.
Yep, been there.
And so, anyway, and it's also a 2-hour boat ride back. If
Yeah, I bet. Hopefully.
Yes.
James, we appreciate the call, but we got to take our traffic break here.
All right,
Thanks,
ta-ta.
James.
Thank you. All of a sudden, why does the phone ring when we're going into
It
a
just
break?
does, Greg. That's
Andy?
just the way it is.
Hey, good afternoon, gentlemen.
Hey.
Hey, Greg, two things. When you talk to our next governor at bright and early at 7 o'clock that morning,
Wednesday morning.
will you address with him, I know you probably will, what's his plans to deal with the crime in Montgomery?
Yeah, well, there was all that gnashing of teeth when that bill didn't get passed, but you know what? The governor has powers to intervene.
Exactly right.
The left may have gotten their wish. They didn't get that bill through the Senate and House, but the governor will have powers. And if they think Tommy Tuberville doesn't have the balls to exercise those, if he's living in a town where the mayor doesn't seem to care much about crime or is totally ineffectual, that'll change.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And second note, Greg, just piggybacking off your last caller, which was a great call. And Greg, shout out to your father or your grandfather. Was that your father?
My dad, yeah.
His father, yeah.
That man's a hero. God bless him. But I was a firefighter in Montgomery, and I, naturally, all firefighters, we all had second jobs. We had to make ends meet.
Sure.
And I cut grass, and I had a lot of customers back in the 90s that were World War II veterans. And I had this one customer lived on Sumter Avenue, and he fought in the Army and all through Europe. Was a great man. But his wife, I'll never forget. We were talking war stories one afternoon, and she got up and walked back to her bedroom and came back and showed me her welding card. She was a certified welder.
Wow.
And I'll never forget, she always wore long-sleeve shirts, and she pulled her sleeves up on her shirts and proudly showed me the scars on her arms from all the metal falling on her skin, burning her.
Yep.
And she looked at me, and she said, I did my part too. And she said it with pride.
I love
Yes.
Yep. I'll never forget that day as long as I live. They were amazing people. They were married over 60 years. And we'll never see that again, Greg.
No, we won't.
Never will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope y'all have a good weekend.
You too, Andy.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call.
Thank you, buddy.
All right. Skipper's got the latest on your commute. 1819 News is next.
Well, our earlier accidents have cleared, but we do have one new one. South Boulevard at Norman Bridge Road. It's a minor accident. Use caution as you get close to that. 85 northbound Bell to Taylor to Chantilly. Got that big slowdown going on right now. Interstates are busy. Boulevards are a good bit busy. Prattville, Milford, with Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Invisible Fence has both indoor and outdoor systems to keep your pet safe and in designated areas. Call Vicky at Invisible Fence for all the information and details. 334-265-2585. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
1819 News.
U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville is calling out Act Blue, which is the online fundraising platform for the Democratic Party. Tuberville was on Fox News on Thursday when the ongoing question came up about Act Blue's illegal foreign donations.
There's people that have been interviewed that said, hey, your name was on Act Blue. Said, I've never heard of it, but you gave, $20,000 in a 2-year period over months and months. And so I've never heard of that. It is a complete scam. There's no possible way they can raise the money they've been raising unless they go out of the country, use foreign money. They don't want to clean up their voting rolls. They don't want the Save America Act, no voter ID. This is just another piece of the puzzle of what the corrupt Democrats do when it comes to elections. And Act Blue is market. The problem is nobody will do anything about it, and they'll continue to do it. So why complain about it if we're not going to put anybody's feet to the fire and make them pay the price for breaking the law?
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
The news cycle can be overwhelming, to say the least. Andrea Tice cuts through all the noise with the daily detail from 1819 News, Alabama and national news in just 10 to 15 minutes. What you need to know before you start your day. Find the daily detail wherever you get your podcast.
The principal at Berry Middle School in Hoover has returned to work after being arrested this past January. Shantaria Culpepper was charged with a DUI by Birmingham police on January 1st. The spokesperson for the Hoover City Schools told WBRC News that the administration is aware of the case and that it occurred off campus and outside of work hours. Oak Mountain State Park is offering the newest way to camp, which is called glamping. This week, the Timberline glamping tents with a safari theme were officially opened up for use by the public at that park. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey to Publix.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
I suffered with plantar fasciitis for almost 20 years. I would try drugstore insoles and supports.
If you suffer with plantar fasciitis, we know the search for pain relief can feel like a hopeless ordeal.
I've been through surgeries, foot injections. I thought that foot pain was going to be with me for the rest of my life.
At the Good Feet store, we hear stories every day of all kinds of cheap inserts, expensive shoes, and other failed remedies people have tried that just didn't work.
I was trying all different things. Not a single one worked. And then I was driving past the Good Feet store, and I thought, why not? Give it a try. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet. Then it was like, okay, this is different. These make a difference.
I'm so glad I'm at Good Feet. It changed my life.
Don't lose hope. Give the Good Feet store a try.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Hi, I'm Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop Wellness Center at 8161 Vaughan Road. You know, with over 30 years experience in natural wellness, I've seen countless health fads come and go. A few years ago, we added a patented technology that actually activates your stem cells. It reverses the aging process at the cellular level. However, you do need proper hydration and targeted nutrition. At the Herb Shop, our advanced scanning and testing technology allows us to accurately assess your nutritional needs and get a customized plan for you. Come in today and see what the Herb Shop can do for you.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
Don't you love the feeling of coming home to a clean house? Let Southern Bells Cleaning Service get your home in order. Families in the River region trust Southern Bells because they know Callan and Jesse will show up on time and believe in cleaning the old-fashioned way. They bring all their own supplies and specialize in full-service, residential, commercial, vacant properties, and construction cleanup. Estimates are always free. Call Southern Bells today at 546-0715 or follow them on Facebook at Southern Bells Cleaning River Region.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. It's time to schedule your spring tune-up with Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. Don't wait. Schedule today. Give them a call at 334-277-2125. Alabama certification number 88007.
Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WTV.
This is not headline news. Starbucks unveiled AI that matches a drink with your mood. Hopefully it doesn't match the mood of your surly barista. A blind runner in England completed a marathon using smart glasses. Or so he was told. Pat LeBlanc is returning to TV in a cop drama. It'll be called Law and Order, How You Doing? Neil Diamond will release the new album in a few weeks. If I can just hold on till then, said the average Neil Diamond fan. And a court ruled that it's legal to make alcohol in your home. Here's something you don't hear often. It's a great day for West Virginia. This is not headline news.
Bader had to depart. Business had called. We got a call coming in, but while we're harvesting, that's fancy talk. I want to play this clip. I have it on Facebook. Ron DeSantis calling out the left. He has done such a phenomenal job in Florida. Oh, and I want to talk about a really interesting article I read today about athletes and the accounting hoops that they have to jump through. But let's give this a listen.
That they are not, there are several families that are saying that the people inside the facility that are family members aren't getting medications. Can you explain this and talk about that?
So I like Kevin, but I'm sure he's going to debunk it. I mean, like, seriously, you have to ask yourself on some of this stuff, just the desire to like create narratives and like these Democrat politicians parading down here and doing all this stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, I've never seen one of you show up to comfort an angel mom who's lost a child because of illegal alien crime. I've never seen you raise any concern about the victims of illegal immigration. Not one time have I seen these Democrats caravan anywhere in this state, hold a press conference to be able to stand in solidarity with victims. I've never seen that. These are stunts that they're pulling because they're increasingly politically irrelevant in this state, and they're trying to latch on to whatever they can, to create phony narratives. But
he's so good.
Yep.
And he's 100% right.
Yes, sir.
Almost every day this week was another horror story involving an illegal alien murdering an American citizen. So what are the Democrats? They really think this is a good campaign technique for them? I don't think so. I think they're just so off the rails that they're doing everything they can to hand a really overall impotent Republican Party another majority. Not that they deserve it, because very few work very hard for it. But one of those that does, our Senator Tommy Tuberville will be a guest of ours on the morning show Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock.
That's exciting. Robert is on line one.
Robert?
Hey, Big Dog Greg.
Yes,
I
sir.
fully agree with you. I think next week they're bringing, in Congress, bringing up a reconciliation bill, and it needs to have the Make America Great bill or safe bill, the one where you have to vote with ID. And it's not hard for an American. It's in the Constitution. Only Americans can vote.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll straighten out a whole lot of damn problems, because I think the Democrats abused the system by trying to bring in other folks or just using fake names or just going through retirement homes and all this other thing to sway the vote. But hey, Greg, thanks for letting me say that. I think that needs to be in there. That bill has 83% of Americans voting for it, and the only people stopping it are the Democrats. That's all you need to know.
They got a little help from
Democrats-
Republicans on that too. If we had a real Senate Majority Leader, John Thune would have been twisting arms every which way and say, "Look, once in a while, we got to work for the people." Thanks for the call.
Yep. Well said, Greg.
So the Republicans deserve as much blame on an issue that has 80-20 support with Republicans, Democrats, and independents. At least keep our citizenship sacred. They're such horrible people. We don't ask for much. By the way, I've had several people check in quite pleased with the sizable increase in their tax refund this year. I played this clip yesterday. It's very quick, but I'm going to play it again today because I think it's my favorite clip of the whole year. And it goes to the charges against Swalwell and Gonzalez and some of the other people. And it's the very sexy Lauren Boebert, who can be a bit of an odd duck herself at times.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the way she reacted to this question. Listen. How about if I put the volume on? That would generally help.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Lauren?
Here we go.
Yeah, go to church. Find Jesus. Like, I mean, why is everybody so horny here?
I love that. Find Jesus. Why is everybody so horny here?
Wow. Didn't see that coming.
You know, and I think we really only know a fraction because there's something about elected office that draws, and eventually they get found out.
Yeah, you can't have, a secret only stays hidden so long.
They're quite deviant in nature.
To just say the least.
All right, coming up next hour, the movie Maven will join us at 5:35. Talk about some weekend viewing options.
Sweet.
I finished a show that she recommended a couple of weeks ago called Three Pines. Can never remember the name of the guy.
What was this on, Greg? Do you mind if you don't?
It's on Prime.
Prime, okay.
8-part series.
Mm-hmm.
Involves a lot of mystery. It gets a tad preachy here and there. Some of the cast members are totally unlikable, but that's also part of the enjoyment because they are so goofy. And I watched the finale last night, and it was one of the more stunning finales I've ever seen on a series I made a full commitment to. Three Pines. Let me see if we have our notes from the movie Maven yet. We'll know soon. But there's some good stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
And she's good at telling us where to find it.
Yes, she is.
All right, at 4:55, we'll check in with Skipper. Come right back. On your afternoon commute.
Well, our latest accident, South Boulevard at Norman Bridge. It was minor in nature, happened a few minutes back. Hopefully that is out of the way. Looking a bit busy now. East, South Boulevard, West Boulevard at I-85, I-65 and 85 building, and 85 northbound Bell to Taylor to Chantilly. Got the slow roll going on. Also 65 northbound picking up a lot of steam. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic. McKenna Toyota has all the specials from Toyota, plus small town service, and they're family owned. It's worth the drive. McKenna Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up with the Jay Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Some of the things that Terry Adams has turned us on to over the years, deep state stuff and secret bases and activities and mysteries that remain unsolved. One of those has been a story all day on FoxNews.com about those missing scientists. Yet another one.
Yeah.
Added to the list. I think it's 11 or 12 now. Yet that story has vanished from the Fox News website, but it's still on New York Post.
It's
the death or disappearance of 11 top U.S. scientists. And this worries me.
It should.
Because my sister is a top U.S. scientist.
That's right.
She's got Robert Oppenheimer's old gig.
She's like a nuclear physicist or something.
She runs the government nuclear facilities from Los Alamos to Livermore.
She better be careful.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried. But so far, I haven't heard anything untoward.
Good.
I hope not.
Let's pray for her.
Absolutely. Prayer works.
Yes, it does.
It was a good day on the market. Dow finished up almost 900 points. It's already back to 49.5 for all the teeth gnashing and naysayers and people wringing their hands. Oh, Trump's killing the market. He's killing the economy. The economy's in good shape, believe it or not. And you'll start to see gas prices come plummeting down, barring some kind of aberrant behavior from Iran.
Well, they can't be trusted. We know that.
Absolutely not. Which is why we are patrolling the Strait of Hormuz and making sure they stick to the agreement.
Yes.
Here, though, at 4:57, the Wall Street Business Report for today. Salem Radio Network News coming up, and then the clip that Terry Adams, who was with us till 6, introduced us to many, many years ago, way before 2010. It's called The Owners by George Carlin, and it's that rare piece of wisdom, first recorded in 1992 by Carlin, that has become more prophetic every time we play it. Coming up.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott. Oil prices dropped back to where they were in the early days of the Iran war, and U.S. stocks raced to another record. The S&P 500 leaped 1.2% after Iran said the Strait of Hormuz is open again for commercial tankers carrying the crude oil. The Dow leaped by as many as 1,100 points before paring its gain and ended with a jump of about 1.8%, while the Nasdaq Composite climbed 1.5%. A freer flow of oil could take pressure off prices not only for gasoline, but for groceries and other products. The Dow finished up 868 points to 49,447. The Nasdaq today gaining 365 points, closing at 24,468. The S&P 500 added 84 to 7126. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm John Scott.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hunger doesn't always look the way you think, but it's closer than you realize. On Saturday, May 9th, join the Budget Bites battle at the Heart of Alabama Food Bank and turn awareness into action. Teams will go head-to-head, creating a full meal for $5 per person or less in just 60 minutes. Every $1 raise provides 5 meals for neighbors in need. Now we need you. Register your team today at hafb.org. Deadline is May 2nd. Be part of the solution. Cook with purpose, fight hunger one meal at a time.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Here in the River region, thousands of hardworking folks will be buying a home, some for the first time. How do you know you are buying the right home? It starts with research. A buyer's agent can help you in your search, providing a list of homes you may not be aware of or know about. At the same time, a meeting with a local lender to find out exactly what you qualify for and how much it will cost at closing and monthly. A list of needs and wants provided to your agent will help them locate properties that match those needs. An example would be bedrooms, baths, school zones, floor plan requests will also help. Start shopping and look at homes and compare and make a list of pluses and minuses for each home. Compare them with your agent to narrow the field. After you work out the contract, appraisals and inspections come next, and then the closing. For more details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. That's 221-2883.
Y'all hear about all those politicians making money in the stock market?
Yeah, that Nancy Pelosi's making a killing.
Yeah, she is. And so is Coach.
Tommy Tuberville?
Yeah, he and Pelosi are making millions. Turns out old Senator Tuberville's trading ag futures while he's on the ag committee.
Wow, Tommy Tuberville's making a killing in the stock market.
Yep, just like Nancy Pelosi.
It's all just a big game to Coach Tuberville.
In 2024, Tommy Tuberville made millions trading stocks, just in 1 year.
Wonder what else there is.
So Tommy Tuberville is making millions in the stock market, all in the industries he regulates.
Tommy Tuberville's great at making millions for himself.
Now I want to know.
Just how much money did Tommy Tuberville and Nancy Pelosi make for themselves in the stock market?
Why don't we ask him? Let's call Tommy Tuberville. Ask him how much money he made himself in the stock market.
And tell him, for us, it's not a game.
This advertisement is paid for by the Alabama Leadership Fund.
Today is April 17th, blah, blah, blah day. So anyway, blah, 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 yada, 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 ding, dang, do, etc., etc., etc. Have a nice blah, blah, blah day.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusada, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
At 5.
That's for news. I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Iran says the Strait of Hormuz is fully open to commercial vessels. But President Trump says the American blockade on Iranian ships and ports will stay in force until Tehran reaches a deal with the U.S., including on its nuclear program. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi posted Friday on X that the crucial waterway is now fully open to commercial vessels. Congress has approved a short-term renewal of a controversial surveillance program used by U.S. spy agencies just days before it was set to expire. A bill extending the program until April 30th cleared the Senate by voice vote today. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 868 points. The Nasdaq rose 365. The S&P advanced 84. More details at SRNnews.com.
Hi, Flo here from Progressive. You know, life changes quickly, so it's good to have flexible coverage.
Oh, you mean like adding another vehicle?
Yes, that's something we can do.
Great, because I was thinking about getting a van so we could just keep the kids' softball stuff in the car.
Oh, we don't need to get into specifics. Just saying it's easy to change.
Oh, and Hannah wants to try the tuba.
Again, we don't need the specifics.
Last year, she wanted to be a tap dancer, but that only lasted 2 lessons.
Okay.
But she kept the shoes because they are adorable.
Well, just know that with Progressive, you can easily add another car to your auto insurance because we know life changes.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
And now, for those of you who are wondering about the term deep state and all the mysterious things that seem to go on underground and behind the scenes in government, it was all prophesized in 1992 by George Carlin. The audience is laughing, but he's telling them the future.
There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets. And they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the... They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting by a system that threw them overboard 30 years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they use to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged, and nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hard-working people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hard-working people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich who don't give a about them. They don't give a about you. They don't give a about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue that's being jammed up their every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Terry Adams, do you remember who first turned you onto that clip?
I do not. I don't remember.
I understand because we've been playing it for so many years.
Yeah, I think I ran across it on rents.com. I think that's where I heard it.
We're going to explore that. Terry, one of the things that brought us together on the radio was our mutual interest in trying to figure out what happened with JFK.
Mm-hmm.
What's the real story there? And we have devoted so many hours over the years to that topic, and we have another clip coming up here I received from Carrie Burgess, who says every single U.S. citizen needs to watch this clip, so we'll find out why.
I'd like to see it.
I got the story here on the string of missing or dead scientists, too coincidental not to be major concern, according to one of our Congress critters.
I agree.
And there's one more. At 5:35, the movie Maven with some weekend escape for you. All of that coming up on News Talk 93.1 FM. On a show that's brought to you in large part. Did you see my car out there?
I told you it looks brand new.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
Somebody backed into my front fender, split the bumper at the bottom. Donnie Turner came up with a brilliant fix. He says, well, as long as I have the car, I may as well spruce it up.
Yeah.
Spruce? It's like a freaking spruce forest. It is spruced everywhere. And I told him, I said, I do not deserve to drive around in a car that looks this good. But that's the way outcomes work at Montgomery Paint and Body. When there's body damage and your car needs to be fixed, you get to choose. As Dad would say, choose wisely, son.
Mm-hmm.
Here, that's Montgomery Paint and Body. Absolutely the best. Each and every outcome there is the work of art of a great team of people. And Donnie Turner is very particular about how that outcome is before he signs off on it. So you're in the best possible hands from beginning to end. MPB 27 Rec with a W on the boulevard at East Shirley Lane. Got a note from Rich Thomas. Today's high was 88, so we did not make 90. That was the record set in both 1955 and 1894. Wow. Last year, the first 90-degree day was on May 19th. The average date of the first 90-degree day here is June 10th. That kind of surprised me because I know we've hit 90 well before that in at least a couple of years.
Yeah.
Today is the 8th day of temperatures, 80 or above. Expect one more very warm day tomorrow in the upper 80s, and then an approaching cold front will bring scattered showers and storms in the overnight hours Saturday night into Sunday morning. Here is the forecast, and then we'll be back.
Rich Thomas Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
Montgomery Men's Health salutes the man everyone depends on. You, the grill master. Your family don't have to go out to eat. You carry the load. You solve the problems. Mr. Fix It. But when you're off, we all feel it. And what happens when the gas runs out? When the strength drops? When the transmission stalls? And I ain't just talking about your truck. Male performance is complicated. Treating low T and ED requires technical precision, and that's where Montgomery Men's Health shines. We've been conquering this since 2014, long before every strip mall had a low T sign. We started this clinic to level you up, to help separate fact from internet fiction, hype from the successful realities we see every day. What works 92% of the time versus what might work online. And we keep getting better. Better service, better care, better value. And for $99, you'll receive a lab panel in minutes and a consultation with our medical provider. Don't wait. Call 334-440-3663 or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Alabama's law enforcement leaders put their lives on the line every single day. They need an attorney general who has their back. Katherine Robertson has spent a decade on the front lines of Alabama's toughest battles. She doesn't bend, she doesn't back down, and she doesn't play politics. As attorney general, she'll make sure violent offenders are locked up and stay locked up. That's why sheriffs and police chiefs from every corner of this state are proudly standing behind Katherine Robertson for attorney general.
This is Katherine Robertson. I am honored to earn the trust of law enforcement. I've spent my career fighting for Alabama families, and I'm just getting started. I'll stand with President Trump to deport violent illegals and ensure our law enforcement has the support they need. Because in Alabama, if you commit a crime, you pay for it. No excuses. Visit KatherineForAG.com to join the fight.
Paid for by Robertson for Attorney General, P.O. Box 50063, Birmingham, Alabama 35253.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
All right, 513. Going into the break, we mentioned a 1-minute clip with President Kennedy that every single U.S. citizen needs to watch. So how about I've got another clip up there I want to play too. Maybe I should go to that one first since it's already queued up.
Whatever you think. Your call, boss.
Let me see if it queues up here. Where did I put that? By this point in the show, I've got so much stuff happening.
Oh, yeah. Because we fly without a net here, folks.
Yeah. This is on the Paul Pelosi. Remember that? The Paul Pelosi hammering?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We never got a straight story on all that.
No, we didn't. And here's what somebody claims is the truth.
Breaking bombshell. A retired San Francisco police officer has just exposed the truth about the Paul Pelosi hammer attack. The officer, who responded to the Pelosi residence that night, reveals that David DePape, the man convicted of the attack, was actually a homosexual lover of Paul Pelosi. The two men were engaged in a romantic affair, and calls to the Pelosi home for lovers' quarrels were routine and frequent. According to the officer, there was nothing unusual about what happened that night. DePape, a known radical left Antifa activist, was simply part of an ongoing domestic dispute. The timing is damning. This incident occurred just days before the 2022 midterm elections, when Democrats desperately needed to paint Republicans as violent extremists. The officer's account completely destroys the mainstream media's narrative of a right-wing MAGA intruder. President Trump has repeatedly warned us about the radical left's willingness to manufacture crises for political gain.
Absolutely.
This first-hand revelation confirms what millions already suspected. The Pelosi hammer story was never what the Democrats claimed. Once again, the left created a false flag narrative, no matter who gets hurt. Real Americans deserve the full truth, not another Democrat cover-up. Follow at TrumpNews.baby at Jonathan Gregory.
There you go.
Yep, imagine that.
I'm shocked.
Me too.
Is this who I think it is? Take a guess.
Jay Quellen.
Yes, Jay Quellen.
You're correct, sir.
I want you to know that I have established a new world record for meatball mileage.
Did you eat that entire crock pot?
But for your crock pot's in my car. I've been riding around with a clean crock pot and probably some Tupperware for a week.
A clean crock pot.
And I don't know if I should bring it to your office if you're going to be there, or if I could run it up to Wetumpka tomorrow.
You're not running it up to me. I'll come get it.
That seems so unfair. You brought such joy with your meatballs.
No, we'll figure it out. You know I'm always around during the weekends. Who knows where I'll be? We've got soccer in the morning, and then I don't know where the day will take me, but I'm sure I'll be around somewhere.
You'll be somewhere.
We've had a lot of...
Actually, somebody from Birmingham right now.
Your what?
I spoke this morning. I had a speaking engagement in Birmingham, and then Amy Hampton met me up there. She surprised me, and we had like a girls' day. We went to lunch, and we went thrifting, and we did all these things.
That's cool.
Amy's an incredible human being. Love Amy Hampton.
She really is. She's my best friend.
And also a top-notch bankruptcy attorney.
Yeah, she really is. I call her constantly with questions because I don't do bankruptcies, but a lot of times it goes hand in hand with some of my clients' needs.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know Amy will always take good care of everybody. And so I send everybody to Amy. Everybody that needs a bankruptcy attorney.
Cool.
God, I remember calling her when I freaked out over my credit score had taken it was like 850, and then it went down for some I couldn't figure out. And it had something to do with a program that a local credit union had enrolled me in that I did not realize I was in. Payment lapsed, and they reported me, and I threatened to sue them unless they straightened it out, and they said they would contact the credit bureau and blah, 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 and they never did. And my credit score has never been quite as good. It's good, but it's not as good as it should.
That's just not fair.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Sure.
But Amy was there for me when I needed somebody to talk to that day because I was ballistic. I was crazy.
I would have been too.
Well, I mean, I feel for you. And there's lawyers always have one. And we're here to save the day.
I was wondering if you had any thoughts on the little dust-up between the president and the Pope.
Well, it's a touchy subject for me because, like, I love Donald J. Trump.
Yes.
And I love the Pope. And I feel like I'm in the middle of a divorce here. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way is up. It's giving me all the feels. So I'm not doing anything. I'm just hovering in the corner waiting for it.
Sure.
And tomorrow after soccer, you don't know what your weekend is like, huh? Uh-oh.
Where'd she go?
We may have lost contact.
Oh, no.
With Jay Quellen.
Hear me?
No,
Now we
there
can.
she is.
Now we
There
can,
she
yes.
is.
Because I'm on that road where I lose service.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what my night holds for me, let alone tomorrow morning. I know that Lola is going to be very upset when I pull in to pick them up because I don't think they've ever stayed at aftercare this late. And she's going to be very angry.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I'm probably going to have to butter it up with some pool time and ice cream sundaes. I know that's probably in the forecast.
I don't think there's any need to call a state agency because you're showing up a little bit later than usual. It happens.
No, but have you met Lola? She's mean, and she's a creature of habit, and she wants her mommy. And like after about 3:30, 3:45, she starts to get like, "Where's my mother?"
Well,
so,
no more beating
if
around
it
the
helps,
bush.
I can arrange a family call from Uncle Chichi who will help restore
That-
order there.
That might fix it. That might fix it. But, you know, she does have a soft spot for Uncle Chi-Chi. She was mad at him, though, for like 48 hours when he didn't make it snow. She held that completely against him.
Well, he'll do better next time, okay?
I told her. That's what I told her. I said, you know, he'll just have to do better next time. And she was like,
Well, whatever you do, have a great and a safe weekend. I just wanted to hear your voice. We haven't talked on the radio in a long time.
I know, but we talked on the phone the other night. You know I'm not mad at you. We're fine.
No. Okay. I worry about it.
I'm picking up the children. I'll get the crock pot this weekend. Have a good rest of the show.
All righty.
Love you. Bye.
See, I am a responsible man. I've had that crock pot sparkling clean.
Wow.
Ready for return.
It's in your vehicle?
Yes.
Wow.
Secured in my vehicle.
I was going to ask if you secured it so the top wouldn't rattle around.
And I think I have at least 2 or 3 of her high-end Tupperwares.
Wow, that stuff's not cheap.
No, it's the best.
I hate having to find the lids for those. That's the only thing I hate about Tupperware.
We still have the missing or dead scientist story.
Yes.
To take a look at, and that Kennedy clip.
The Kennedy, you know, I don't know, Greg. I listened to some Tex Mars stuff. Was it Tex Mars? Yeah. And he says, you know, if people ask me what happened to John F. Kennedy, anyone who's done any research at all knows what happened to him. We killed him. The CIA, along with the mafia, killed him. The only questions we don't have answers to are exactly who fired the shot. That's true.
I really believe Carlos Marcello from New Orleans was.
He said he did.
Yeah, and the actual shooters. That's the part of the mystery that really has. Have actually been a couple of deathbed claims, but they haven't been substantiated.
Yes,
but
and I think they probably cleaned up. Whoever did the actual shooting probably died within 24 hours of it.
So let's listen to this 1-minute clip and see what's on it.
Yeah.
I have made it clear to the Israeli leadership that I do not support their expansionist ideas. The indigenous people of that land have rights that cannot be ignored. We must find a fair solution, not one dictated by any single group.
I said, thank God that the president finally released the remaining documents. And he said, no, he didn't. I said, yeah, he did. He was compelled by law. Congress passed a law twice compelling the president to release all documents related to the Kennedy assassination. He said, there are 10,000 documents that are never going to be released. And I said, why? And he said, because every single one of them points directly at Israel. He says that the Israelis were so angry that A, John Kennedy wouldn't give them nuclear technology, but more importantly, B, he was actively trying to disrupt the Israelis from acquiring nuclear technology, and they decided they had to take him out.
Wow, yet another angle.
Yeah, there's so many.
10,000 documents that tell a difference. Man.
Well, remember now, LBJ classified them all until 2037, I think. Now, you can undo, he did an executive order and did that. Of course, they can be undone.
Yeah.
And Congress did pass a couple of things saying you've got to release them all, but they're going to hold on to them.
In the context of what's happening over there right now, though, I doubt we'll see that.
I agree.
That would be...
It wouldn't surprise me if Israel was behind, if they sent Mossad. It wouldn't surprise me at all.
You know, one thing you've done, man, is you've opened the eyes of a lot of people who are looking into agencies like Mossad and other players who have had major roles in big behind-the-scenes, earth-shaking things.
It's just World War II, which we're both students of. World War II opened the doors of so many different areas, most of them not so good.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's also, of course, with hindsight, David Blackman, our Monday and Thursday guest, has pointed out that Eisenhower's big mistake was not taking Castro out as soon as he came to power in Cuba.
You have to understand.
Going after Russia at the end of World War II. We would have had no Cold War.
They should have listened to Patton, but they didn't. They killed him.
Yeah, they did kill him.
Eisenhower was a 5-star general, Supreme Allied Commander. All he wanted to do, he didn't want to run for president. He was pushed into it.
Yeah.
All he wanted to do was play golf and chill. He had done his gig for king and country, so to speak. He didn't care about all this other stuff. That was a big mistake.
Yeah.
You're right. He was the big mistake.
It is 5:25.
Traffic is brought to you by Dylan Rings. Dylan Rings has great watches and beautiful rings. Or have Josh design a piece of jewelry for you. Shop Dylan Rings now at 119 Brown Springs Road. And check them out on Facebook.
10 minutes to Movie Maven and Ellen Murray.
Well, it is Friday afternoon, and a lot of folks are off work, but we are not seeing a lot of traffic problems. Some busy spots, like I-85 northbound, folks trying to get on Taylor Road, that is loaded up at the ramp. Not too bad this afternoon, Bell to Taylor to Chantilly, 65 northbound, light to moderate. Boulevards are busy. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to moderate traffic, but no real issues. We'll keep you updated. High school students, Trenton State Community College School Enrollment Program lets you earn college credit while you're still in high school. Take the first step towards your college journey. Go to TrentonState.edu for more information. Buckle up. Wendell Tate, Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
Alabama weather will never fail to surprise you. Our lawns hardly get a chance to have any downtime. This year, save the hard work and aggravation and call Alabama Lawns, the River Region's leader in weed control and fertilization services. What makes Alabama Lawns the River Region's best? It's the people. They have the experience, education, and commitment to customer satisfaction. Ask your neighbors. Alabama Lawns has been the Montgomery Advertiser's Reader's Choice Award winner 14 years in a row. The Alabama Lawn staff is made up of long-term employees and agronomy graduates, and the staff at Alabama Lawns attend annual continuing education classes. It pays to have someone that knows southern grass types and how to keep them green and flourishing. Call Alabama Lawns today at 272-7171 and let them show you real value in lawn maintenance service. Alabama Lawns, the company with black trucks and green lawns. For more than 50 years, the Tears family's been keeping the River Region flowing with Roto-Rooter. From drain cleaning to septic repair and installation, no job's too big or too messy with a local team you can trust. So when water won't go where it's supposed to, call the hometown experts who've been serving Montgomery for over half a century. That's 272-7130 or visit rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and we go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
This is Jennifer Pestruccelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting. If you're in outside sales and feel your income is capped, it might be time for a change. At Blue Water, top performers build strong books of business and create real income by helping local companies grow through radio and digital marketing, including social, streaming, and targeted campaigns. You'll prospect new business, manage your own accounts, and control your earning potential in a performance-driven environment. We're looking for motivated, experienced sales professionals who are ready to be rewarded for what they produce. If that sounds like you, send me your resume today at bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see the headline, Alec Baldwin ordered to face civil trial over shooting death
Finally.
of Helena Hutchins on the Rust set.
Good.
Why does that son of a bucket get... he's been held totally unaccountable. Yep. We know the sheriff in that New Mexico area, they're all Democrats there, so why take out an icon? And now fake news queen Katie Couric, flabbergasted over skyrocketing cancer rates. And she was one of the big proponents of the COVID hoax.
The jab.
We have Clark on the phone. Clark, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. And I'm going to apologize right off because I was just getting in the truck when I heard the thing on David the Hammer DePape and Paul Pelosi. Has that been vetted at all?
I have. I did a follow-up on the retired cop, and there does seem to be truth to it, yes.
Okay. So a couple things. It took 96 hours for them to release the alleged video of DePape breaking into the house.
Right.
Now, what that told me at the time was from the time somebody thought up AIing that video until releasing it, it took 96 hours to do that.
Yep, I agree.
The next thing, was he charged with breaking and entering? Was he convicted? Did he do time for that?
I think he did do time for assault.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't unassault him, but sounds like if there was a charge on the breaking and entering,
But what was
I think
totally
that
covered
went
up
down.
was the gay relationship with Paul Pelosi.
Well, that wasn't hard to figure out, was it?
No.
Two guys in their underwear.
But we didn't want to do anything that might damage Nancy, the dedicated public servant that she is, and her efforts to
Looks like
serve.
me, Nancy has quite the history there of locking people up on bogus charges.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. She is a totally evil human being.
She really is.
The worst of the worst.
Well,
United Fruit Company.
there has been no time in Nancy Pelosi's career where she did not put Nancy Pelosi first.
Amen.
You are 100% correct. That's a very
She has
perspicacious
always
observation.
looked after, so you can't call her a traitor. She's always been loyal to Nancy Pelosi.
This is so true. Clark, we really
Well, keep
appreciate the
doing
call.
what you do. I look forward to hearing more about that. Thank you.
I'll get whatever I can, man. No doubt about it. Up next, some weekend entertainment options with the movie Maven.
Well, we hope everybody is having a great ride home this afternoon. We are not seeing any real issues anywhere. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka. Light to mostly moderate traffic, interstates and boulevards, but overall not too bad. Really congested on 85 northbound. Folks trying to get up on Taylor. Bell to Taylor to Chantilly is moving pretty well. 65 northbound is a little busy too, and 231 to Wetumpka. But again, no issues. We will keep you updated. Thompson Tractor will have deep discounts on used equipment April 23rd at 11:30 a.m. Be there. Skid steers, excavators, dozers, aerial lifts, and more. Thompson Tractor off I-85 just past Chantilly Parkway on Highway 80. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Adams Motorsports of Montgomery, where your pleasure is their business.
At the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Governor Kay Ivey signed the overtime income tax deduction bill into law on Thursday. House Bill 527 will provide an income tax deduction for qualified overtime compensation up to $1,000. The new law will also suspend the state's portion of the grocery tax for 2 months beginning in May. The first Alabama medical cannabis dispensary is expected to open next month. The very first location to open will be Callie's Apothecary in Montgomery, tentatively scheduled to serve their first patient on May 4th. 8 other medical cannabis dispensaries are expected to open later this summer throughout the state. Montgomery Charter School Lead Academy is expanding and will create a second campus to serve as a dedicated high school. The academy has purchased a building on Fisk Road that was formerly home to Whitfield Memorial Methodist Church. The property will now be converted into a new high school for Lead Academy's 9th through 12th grade students. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
AdamsMotorsports.com on the web or Adams Motorsports on the Boulevard in Montgomery. That's at Adams Motorsports in Montgomery, where your pleasure is our business. Come by and learn more about the new Suzuki GSX 8R motorcycle and see for yourself the bar has officially been reset.
That guy's good.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Rich Thomas Weather, a service of Riverside Chevrolet Wetumpka. If it's Chevy, it's Riverside. Best price, best selection. Check them out on the web at riversideusa.net.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. Still high and dry for now, but big changes over the weekend. Tonight, mostly clear, comfortable. Overnight low temperature down to about 61. A good bit of sunshine mixed in with some clouds tomorrow, Saturday, with a high in the upper 80s. I think we're dry through Saturday evening if you have plans, but in the overnight hours, Saturday night into Sunday morning, scattered showers and thunderstorms out ahead of a cold front. And then behind that front, much cooler on Sunday with a high temperature only up to about 72 and down to the 40s on Sunday night. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Feeling the pressure of high credit card rates? ASE Credit Union has you covered with a low 1.99% APR on balance transfers. Move your balances in March or April and lock in that 1.99% rate through your October statement. Visit ASE Credit Union today. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
It's the Movie Maven. Miss Murray's Movie Minute brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax, refresh, renew with AMS Studios on Main Street in Tampa. AMS Studio, MedSpa.com, or call 730-1268. We now welcome Ellen Murray. Good afternoon.
Hello. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Friday.
Oh, yeah.
It's been interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot to talk about with
day.
you. So let's begin with a couple of series that you have finished and get the final verdict on season 3 of Paradise and Three Pines.
So, if you haven't tried Paradise, I suggest starting at season 1 and watching the entire thing, both seasons. It was so good. The grand finale, or the final episode of season 2, I told my friend, I've never clenched so hard watching a TV show before. It was just really, really good. Lots of action and a good resolution, but left it open for a season 3, which I'm pretty sure they're already making. So,
well,
highly recommend.
I enjoyed parts of it, but I haven't seen it all the way through.
There are parts that are annoying, but a lot of the puzzle pieces that they're planting along the way come together, and so it's a very satisfying ending.
And let's talk Three Pines.
Yes, let's. So I really liked this show, and I know you did too. And I was on the edge of my seat for the last episode, although the two differing storylines kind of come together.
Yeah.
But the final scene of the final show just left me in shock, and I didn't agree with it. I hated the author of the book that it was all based on.
That's fair.
And that's got everything to do with the performance of the star of the show, who was so good in that character as Gamache, the detective.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
I saw it coming, and I was like, no, this is not the way this is going to end. And I won't give away any more than that, but you can kind of probably guess.
Well, it wasn't just that, because I totally agree. You're yelling at your television.
Yeah.
No, this can't happen. But at the same time, the production, the way they produced the ending of the show, the execution of the premise was just gut-wrenchingly well done.
I agree. And I think they left it open enough that there could be another season. It was no cliffhanger like some of the other shows do, but there's an opening, a possibility.
I hope they do, because I really love the character. It got a little preachy and annoying at times, with this group and that group, but and some of the characters
That's
were
Canada for you.
yeah, well, they're annoying to begin with. But some of the people on the show are just downright despicable. But it all works.
A lot of the townspeople are very unlikable.
But they did a great job of threading it all together, and I'm with you. I think there's a lack of definition in that final episode, but I got to tell you, I don't remember the last time I watched a show and walked around with the final episode in my gut as long as I did this one yesterday.
Well, that means it was successful. It did what it was supposed to do.
I had nightmares last night, and I took it out on Rich and Jay this morning.
Oh, no!
All right, now you've started something called Margot's Got Money Troubles. So is this a comedy? Who is Margot?
It's a comedy. It's got a big cast. Margot is played by Elle Fanning, who I really like, and her mother is Michelle Pfeiffer, and her dad is Nick Offerman.
Wow.
Wow.
And I think Nicole Kidman is in it too, also, but maybe that's her grown-up stuff. I don't even know. We haven't got there yet, but they've only dropped 3 episodes so far. There's another one coming on the 22nd, but I watched all 3 of them because it was that good, and they're easily digestible, like 35 minutes.
Oh.
But basically, this young girl is in college. She gets pregnant, decides to have the baby, and so a lot of it is just her not knowing how to do a baby, how to raise a baby by herself once she's 19, 20 years old.
Is that why she has money troubles?
That's why she has money troubles. Yeah, she has to drop out of school, but she has to work, but she can't afford childcare. So her ex-wrestler, formerly addicted father moves in with her to help take care of this baby, and it's a comedy. But it's also poignant and heartfelt and family-oriented and very pro-life. I really found that refreshing.
Thank you for that. That's the one thing that deserves. Let's give Hollywood a little credit because you know how they let you take care of those inconveniences in life.
For real.
So a
All
pro-life,
about their reproductive rights.
a pro-life production is nice to hear. Okay, so that sounds like hey, give it a shot. Apple TV
And-
for that.
Bonus, there's a lot of nudity. Not all of it is sexy.
Okay.
Well, you know,
There's
that's a
some,
great
like,
point because
she's
not all
learning how
nudity
to-
is sexy.
That's true.
Right, learning how to breastfeed, and she's like having a lot of troubles, and she's squirting milk and stuff, and it's like, whoa, girl.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is right.
Yep.
Well, my mirror looked at me today and said, "You sure is ugly." So, yeah, not all nudity is sexy. What's in the theaters this weekend? Anything that looks intriguing?
Gosh, of the 4 that I have sent you, I don't think I want to see any of them, quite frankly.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's typical Hollywood.
Mother Mary looks like it's some dark, blasphemous. It's got pop stars in it. It's got Anne Hathaway as this aging pop star, and they're like doing satanic rituals for some reason. I mean, it looks really dark and evil.
It's true. Huh.
And yeah, probably true.
Yeah.
They
exactly.
they keep trying to show us who they really are, don't they?
They have to.
Yeah.
It's part of the rules of free will.
Right. There is one called Normal with Bob Odenkirk and Henry Winkler. That was probably going to be pretty good, but it's got a lot of shoot 'em up, small town sheriff,
Henry
lots of guns.
The Fonz. The Fonz. I love it.
The busboy sounds like
Supposed to be a comedy, but it might be.
He's a good comedic actor.
the other two, Busboys. That sounds like a boy band, and 4 kids walk into a bank sounds like the first line in a joke.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, Busboys is going to be like a Dumb and Dumber type comedy with David Spade and Theo Vaughn. I don't know if he's acted before, but he's a political commentator with a mullet.
David Spade has made a movie. Wow.
Been a while, yeah.
It has been a long while.
And 4 kids
And
walk into a
4
bank.
Kids Walk Into a Bank is apparently based on a graphic novel, and it's some 12-year-olds that trying to stop some criminals by preemptively robbing a bank, save their grandfather, or something like that. I mean, it looks interesting, but also the 12-year-olds are played by 20-something-year-olds, and so
Well, that's going to go over.
I don't
real well.
know.
Yeah, jeez. Well, but for a couple of winners, if you haven't checked out Paradise on Hulu, take a look at that. And Every Thumb I Have is up for 3 Pines.
Yep.
I don't know why I can't remember the name of the actor that plays Gamache in that show.
Alfred Molina.
Alfred Molina. He is just wonderful in that role. He is the show. He does a great job. All righty, Miss Murray, we thank you for your time this
Okay.
afternoon. Have a
Thank
great
you.
and entertaining weekend.
You too. Thanks,
All
guys.
right.
See you.
Bye.
Terry Adams and I will be back in a minute.
Yep.
Congressman Barry Moore has always delivered for Alabama. As a member of the House Freedom Caucus, Barry Moore earned a score of 100 from Heritage Action for protecting our values. He's helped thousands of Alabama families, fought for our veterans as a veteran himself, and secured millions for infrastructure, first responders, and public safety. Barry Moore helped pass Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, delivering tax cuts for hardworking Alabama families, and stood strong to secure our borders. Now, Barry is taking that fight to the United States Senate. Barry Moore will defend our freedoms, defend the Second Amendment, protect our children, stand up for parents, and keep boys out of girls' sports while continuing to cut taxes and lower prices. Endorsed by President Trump, Barry Moore is a proven conservative Alabama can trust.
I'm Congressman Barry Moore. I've rolled up my sleeves in Congress, and I'll keep fighting for Alabama in the U.S. Senate. I'm Barry Moore, a conservative fighter, and I approve this message.
Approved and paid for by Barry Moore for U.S. Senate.
Do you suffer every time you try to wear good-looking shoes, but you don't want to wear ugly shoes just because they're comfortable? The Good Feet store wants to help you wear heels, boots, and dress shoes again in comfort.
We're located at 7341 East Chase Parkway in the shops at East Chase. Now hiring.
Don't miss the River Region Healthy Living Expo happening Thursday, April 30th from 10 to 2 at the shops at East Chase. From senior health to total wellness, it's all here and admission is free. Learn more in the Check It Out section at WAKA.com.
With spring officially here, Pizza Perfect has sprung a great deal for April. Get a free order of breadsticks or cinnamon sticks with the purchase of any large or medium pizza. That'll make the whole family smile. Pizza Perfect's amazing buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. The buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Pizza Perfect on Coliseum Boulevard in Eastbrook.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
We get this question all the time.
Do you handle that?
Buying or selling a home?
Yes.
Commercial?
Yes.
Land or investments?
Absolutely. Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. One team.
Every real estate move. 334-322-0662.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Not much feelings coming over me. People wonder how I set my troubles free. 'Cause there's no cry in my eye, and I'm not alone, I'm not high, and I won't get upset or blow off steam. Everything is not what it should be, but it doesn't make no difference to me. And the reason is clear, it's this pill I got here, and the nearest thing to level that I've been. 'Cause I'm on antidepressants, it's me, fits me, it should have been this wonderful decision came on by. And this drug that I found took away my ups and downs. I'm no longer so pissed off at the world.
Everybody sing.
I'm not pissed off. Around the relation, I'm not feeling much emotion low. And these drugs that I found take away my ups and downs. Process put me in my own little world.
That is known as the antidepressant song. It's 5:49. Terry Adams, Greg Goodell, and
Master Thespian.
Oh, you're kidding! The Great Warhawk.
Hello.
Hi
I
there.
just have to share with you something that made my day today.
Okay.
I am working a shift at Domino's, and I just delivered to a house, and the lady at the door said, your voice, it sounds really familiar. Are you on the radio? And I said, yes, ma'am, I am. Did you listen to WACV? She said, yes, I do. Thank you, ma'am. She said, I know who you are. You're the Master Thespian. I said, yes, ma'am, I am.
Yeah, that's a great feeling, isn't it?
It's nice. Well, it's cool because I keep doing that. I'll go somewhere and people go, hey, wait a minute. I recognize your voice. And so people are listening, man. They are listening to the radio.
I love the story. Yeah, the first time I ever got recognized, and it was the first time I thought I had a chance to make it in Montgomery. I was at a gas station up the street, filling my tank, and I don't know if I was on the phone, but I was saying something out loud, and this couple came over. This is when I was on the late great Alice 96.1,
Mm-hmm.
and they said, "Well, you just pardon us, we just overheard you. Are you on the radio locally?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm on Alice." So, well, we both listen to you every morning, and we just wanted to tell you how much we enjoy it. And that moment, that was, I had been here maybe a month or so. I said, wow, I could actually make a go of it here. And now it's going to be 21 years at the end of the month.
I know. Crazy.
Years.
But see, that's the thing is that we have a few people that call in, but there are a whole lot of people who never call in and listen all the time.
That's what I've heard.
But it's nice to be reminded.
Statistically, the vast majority of any radio audience, the percentage is in the 90s, never calls. They just
Really?
listen. Yeah, it's huge.
Wow.
So you're one of the few, Master Thespian.
I'm one of the few. Yeah, I'm one of the few right
One of the
here.
few,
All right,
one of the
well, I'm going to let
brave.
you go. Thank you. Y'all have a great weekend.
You too.
Good to hear y'all.
And
Talk to you later.
Yeah, we will see you Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday, I'll be there.
All right.
I'll be there. Bye.
You don't get a call from him, you get a performance, which
Oh,
is
gotta
great.
love it. Dinner and a show. Yeah.
And finally, it was heavily featured on NewYorkPost.com and Fox.com today, FoxNews.com. The deaths or disappearances of 11 top U.S. scientists and researchers is a matter of national importance,
Yes, it is.
says the House Oversight Committee. Eric Burleson, Republican Missouri, said his office had already been eyeing some of the two coincidental disappearances a year before President Trump told reporters Thursday he had ordered an investigation. The lawmaker argued that the fate of the scientists is almost certainly linked to the access some had to classified aerospace, defense, and UFO information, and may involve bad actors from China, Russia, or even Iran. A rallying call to pay attention to keep people safe and secure, he says. This is too coincidental, so we have to be investigating. We need to have our nation's top investigators, the FBI, and every agency looking into this bizarre coincidence. And yeah, I worry about my sister here.
You should.
You know, she's, I'm not making this up. You can check it out online if you want. She has Robert Oppenheimer's old gig.
Wow, that's a big deal.
And she's been a player commuting between the Lawrence Livermore Lab, Los Alamos, and the Pentagon.
Wow.
So, and I don't know what she knows. I really
A lot.
don't. But yeah, I bet she has information that could.
She needs to be very careful.
So this is a story we're going to take a deeper dive on. Burleson said, this is not normal. These are some of the most advanced scientists, researchers in our nation, some of the most important people for national security efforts, and they all just disappeared. And these are younger people, too.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's been happening on a lesser level for years. David Pollock is missing 411. If you're a fan of his, I listen to all of his stuff. He's got movies out, actually. Most of the people that are taken, they just, it's weird. They just disappear. They bring the tracking dogs in, they'll track the smell, and then they just stop. Like the people are just zip, gone.
Quick
They
takes
can't
on some of the missing. Frank Maywald, a scientist detecting signs of alien life. Carl Grillmar, scientist working on infrared telescopes. Melissa Cassius, Anthony Chavez, they were both former employees of the Los Alamos Nuclear Lab.
With your sister. Oh,
Yeah. David Michael Hicks, a NASA research scientist, very young. Monica Jacinto Reza, she's missing. She's connected to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Ooh, where they hide all this stuff.
Yeah. And William Neal McCasland, who oversaw research at Kirtland Air Force Base. And these bases collaborate with the Los Alamos National Lab on nuclear research.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
It really does. And it does make me worry. I'm not making that up.
You should call her and check on her.
It certainly is. I'm glad to see, though, usually this stuff just gets buried. it runs in the media for a day and then gets ignored. But at least Fox and the New York Post, actually part of the same media conglomerate, are giving it the attention it deserves.
And
Maybe
the president's aware of it now. So
Yes.
that's a good thing.
Well, we will keep you updated on that as time moves forward. This will be our final traffic update of the afternoon and the week.
Well, if you're traveling outbound on I-85 North at Taylor Road, we have an accident at the ramp. Please watch out for emergency vehicles that are hopefully on the scene there by now. Other than that, very busy traffic everywhere. Interstates, boulevards, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic. Keep it here. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota has all the specials from Toyota plus small town service, and they're family owned. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off 565 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Trust is the number one reason why a patient chooses a healthcare provider. Adams Drugs has been your trusted healthcare provider since 1962 and has been voted the number one pharmacy in the River region for many years. We strive each and every day to provide you the level of healthcare you have come to expect from Adams Drugs. The employees at Adams Drugs take pride in developing relationships with their patients, from making sure your prescriptions are filled correctly to getting to know you and your family's needs and following up on any questions you may have. Adams Drugs employees deliver top-notch service. We ask you to visit us at any of our locations in Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka, Millbrook, and Pine Level Marbury and give us a chance to earn your business. You can find us at adamsdrugs.net for the location that is nearest to you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Alabama's law enforcement leaders put their lives on the line every single day. They need an attorney general who has their back. Katherine Robertson has spent a decade on the front lines of Alabama's toughest battles. She doesn't bend, she doesn't back down, and she doesn't play politics. As attorney general, she'll make sure violent offenders are locked up and stay locked up. That's why sheriffs and police chiefs from every corner of this state are proudly standing behind Katherine Robertson for attorney general.
This is Katherine Robertson. I am honored to earn the trust of law enforcement. I've spent my career fighting for Alabama families, and I'm just getting started. I'll stand with President Trump to deport violent illegals and ensure our law enforcement has the support they need, because in Alabama,